Alrighty. Last we left off on Gearton, you guys had made your way into the Hall of Generals, to where you faced off against Vice once more, or officially this time, I guess. Uh, Upon arriving in the Hall of Generals, you guys met up with Sujir, who was once again destroying the statue of Tazengal and naming the one for her quarry. Not giving any information, but giving a little bit of insight. Learning about the statue, turns out Crafts actually knew something about it. Uh, but as to what it currently was, he is uncertain. All that he was able to gather was that it is a Hadazi that he had met at one point in time, or knows of. And the Hadazi's distinct feature is the fact that the webbing that they used to glide was basically non-existent on them. Other than that, Crafts wasn't able to gather uh, much more from the check, simply because of the fact Mummy Lord Vice burst up through the floor right then and there, forming from a swarm of these vile necrotic worms.
Awful.
The fight started out with Vice shouting for something to stop following him. Quickly looking up at the initiative tracker, the party saw that the Chaos Orb was making a move. Fight begins. Party's fighting off, learning more and more about the fight as it goes on. They learn that if the Chaos Orb touches Vice, it will kill him instantly. But Vice also has a move that makes him invincible. Just when the move ends, Vice destroys whatever's in front of him, or anything in his way to the crown itself. Thinking quickly enough, the party decided to steal the crown, then put it on top of the orb and quickly GTFO. Their plan worked flawlessly. They placed the crown on top of the orb, and while Vice is invincible, he ran over to the orb and smashed the shit out of it, taking back his crown and resuming the fight as normal. Easily dispatching Vice through a lot of barrage of attacks, and Kara being perpetually restrained the entire combat. The party was able to dispatch Vice and give the room one last look around before beginning to head out, and Sumi proceeded to taunt Sujir a bit more, calling or saying that she has no friends. Basically,
Sumi became a Yaposaurus.
Sumi became a
But
Yaposaurus.
guys, I learned about the generals. Look at my notes.
I just want to point out the fact that I almost had to roll a new character because I was in the middle between the two. That could have ended badly.
Yeah, if Vice decided not to throw people out of the way, then Metal would have been sitting there and be like, with arms wide open, as Vice would have. Let's see, how much damage did Vice
just cut
straight
to
up
like a crushed
deal?
soda can?
Soda can versus hydraulic press. Let's see.
Right.
Mummy Lord Vice dealt. Still scrolling. It was. Wasn't it like right after Crafts cast Mirror Image on himself, or was it before?
Wait, when what happened?
Vice did his super move.
The big ol' punch?
Yeah.
After my
Okay.
mirror image.
Okay, so I'm almost there then. Let's see. Where's the big fuck off number? You might find it before me. Feel free to tell me. I'm just not finding it. Okay, there was the brute attacks. I wish there was a search function, but there's never been one added. Turn 5, good god. Oh, because it clipped down for some reason, made me restart rolling. Okay, there we go. Vengeful Soul Shatter, dealing 132 damage. Well, Metal, you would have been down on one hit at least, but it wouldn't have killed you outright.
At least you have that.
Yeah,
I'd
if it
literally
hit
just been
Metal
dead.
or Sumi, you guys would have been brutalized. But yeah, you got to learn that the Chaos Orb itself was weak to force damage, and especially weak to that attack, destroying it instantly. Jump to bottom.
Ba-da-da-ba.
Uh, with all that out of the way, you guys decide to proceed onwards, after giving a brief introduction of Terra to Sujir. Proceed onwards and head out of the Temple of the Broken Moon, where Sujir said she was going to blow it the fuck up because it was pissing her off. Heading out of the temple, you guys quickly scurried out and made a break for the edge of the canyon, seeing as the necrosis was receding from Vice's initial aura, then followed by a explosion that basically just rocked the whole canyon. And with that, you guys took a long rest and we ended it off there. 1 second, let me add Grixie onto the map. Alrighty.
So about what
Okay.
size is Grixie, by the way?
Grixie is a medium creature, so when standing upright is about 6 foot.
Okay.
In total length, I could not tell you. I want to say like 16 feet, if that.
Jeez.
Well, serpentine creature.
Yeah. Still. Sounds crazy when you...
I mean, Kara's bigger.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Alrighty. You guys arrive in the canyon. I don't know if that's visible. Okay, good, it's not.
So is this like after our long rest?
Yes.
I'd like
Upon
to make some
attuning to the crown,
potions.
Grixie would appear.
Alrighty then. What world are you? Yes, how are you? Question.
Grixie will stare, silent.
This is gonna be... Well, what if I hoped you had some personality, but he just pats it on the head. You're alright the way you are.
Grixie will nuzzle your hand.
Alright. Sorry. Turn to the right. He'll turn to the rest. Alright. So, what else are we doing?
Sumi's in the middle of trying to make some healing potions.
Ah,
Already. Shimmer. Go ahead and give me a alchemist supplies check. With a 15, go ahead and give me a 1d4. And you're just making regular potions, correct?
I'm making as high as I can go, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, well, in that case,
I don't know what
you're
I can make,
able-
I'm gonna be real.
you're able to make up to potion of greater healing.
Um,
But the DC is different since you are not using a station for it.
uh,
Wait, I
uh,
thought Tara had a station.
Not on her.
Oh.
Back in town, you guys...
Oh no, she had supplies, not a station.
Yeah.
yeah, I just have supplies. I'll go for greater.
Alrighty.
Want me to delete that
Yeah.
1d4?
Go ahead and delete both checks, because with a different DC,
Now here's the real question. Do you want to help me and we get advantage on my roll?
Yeah, but then we'd only get one potion.
Hmm. No, I thought we would still roll how many.
Yes, you would still roll the 1d4 for how many potions you created. However, making an uncommon item without a station that allows you to do so, you will not be able to majorly succeed, and your DC is, let's just go with 18.
Maybe we should just make regular healing potions then. And
Coupled
just...
with it'll cost 250 to be able to make a batch anyhow.
I was pretty sure I had updated this. I had 2 potions of healing for this, right? I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't know. I didn't know if I had more, but I thought I had kept track of that in D&D Beyond. I don't know.
Yes, it's at the bottom of your inventory. You have 2 healing potions at the Wilds, Gearton Brew.
Would I be able to
Yeah, I was gonna.
guidance myself?
Yes, you would.
I think I'll do that and make regular healing potions.
Alrighty.
And then I can guidance you next. I guess.
I guess, yeah. Like, I guess at this point you could have just kept your initial roll.
Well, yeah. Oh well. It's whatever. Alright. Let me get my... God damn it.
And you were making greater or regular?
Regular.
Already, a 14 is a success. Give me a 1d4. You make 4 potions of healing.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna bump you up to 7.
Okay, thanks. And then... Crafts! Guidance!
Slap your ass.
Slaps his
Alchemist
ass,
supplies.
his entire body jiggles.
Alrighty, and are you making greater or?
I'm going for greatness.
Also, I
Alrighty.
need to take away 50 gold, yes?
Yes. And crafts, go ahead and give me a 1d4. This will be 250 gold. You make 3 greater healing potions. And allow me to... Did you want to split them up or keep them all in your inventory?
I'll give one to metal.
Okay, so 2 for you, 1 for metal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I am going to make some poison.
Poison.
Yep. And I remembered.
Let's see.
I'm gonna, I have some, face spiders, venom.
Okay.
In my bag. All right. And,
1 moment. I'm currently adding the things to your inventories on D&D Beyond as well.
I also have a lot of poisons and such if you want. Or crafting material poisons.
I was about to say, I too have a lot of poisons for all of this. Me, like eyes just kind of like slowly like slink to the right.
Slowly look over.
Slowly look over.
Richter will look over. I am trying to diversify my abilities, so
21 vials of acid.
I don't. Can you make acid into a poison?
I mean, technically, yeah, but usually no.
No.
Just with the DM. No, you can't.
If you mix
Damage
the
types.
acid, no, what I was gonna say was if you mix the acid with another chemical that it reacts with and then combines together in order to make a poison, then yes. How does that sound, Paul? Where instead of dealing
no.
acid damage, the acid deals damage to the other mixture inside of it, causing it to turn into poison. That makes it poison damage.
One second. Here you go.
You just
A pseudopod.
Yeah, shape self pseudopod, because you're reaching there.
What do you mean? If you
Damn
make
it,
a
Paul,
if
I
you make a
fucking
bullet
hate
with
you.
if you make a bullet with with a tiny bit of acid in it and mix it in with like some fucking alkaline metal that dissolves easily in acid that then becomes poisonous. Let's go with mercury. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, now that I think about it, at that point, just having a bullet of mercury is probably enough to kill a person.
Yeah.
Okay. First of
It's
all,
like, yes,
what?
the mercury will kill you.
It's like, yes, the bullet will kill you, not the mercury.
Mercury, nor the acid with the mercury.
Okay.
Or the 250,000 bananas.
Yeah, I will I'm. A lot of these are gonna be fun. Like having like the basilisk blood could probably like just cause like the.
Basilisk blood is an antidote. It's not a
Yeah, it's more so
poison.
just in that genre.
That's
Same with
Basilisk
the
vision.
Manicore tail spike.
Yeah, basilisk vision is
It-
what
They're all they're more so
don't
just my various antidotes and poison adjacents.
fair.
All
right.
Here, let me just remove that tail spike. It's not poisonous. It's just bone material.
I've had my fan off for like 10 minutes and it's so fucking hot.
The perks of George.
Everything's
No,
on fire.
it's the fact that there's no AC in the house. In fact, there's probably heat on.
Thus.
Smile.
Landlord's an idiot.
Basically,
We're trying to get Cat a job super quickly so we can move out of this hellhole.
well, basically it's she didn't turn off the heat until mid-May, and then she doesn't keep the air on, and then she complains about the electricity bill, but
It's
she
like
doesn't have
everybody's
the
got
air
fucking
on.
fans in their room
Yeah.
because it's 84 inside.
And my room faces the sun when it rises and is at its peak, so it's extremely hot.
Coupled with, it's in our renter's agreement, we can't hang up curtains for our damn rooms either.
Well, technically she gave me permission.
She gave you permission to use thumbtacks to hang up your curtains. All I heard was a click. There was no words, only click.
Well, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to put anything up. I'd need to screw it in. And she's like, well, you could just, try not to. It's like, what do you mean, try not to?
The fuck you mean we?
You're trying to
Alrighty,
make.
so-
Wait, I just remembered. You're trying to make fancy bullets.
Richter
I'm
was
making
crafting
poison.
poison.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay,
I'm
never
done
mind.
crafting, so I'm just gonna sit silently muted with my fan on for a little while you guys do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, just like crass, like brain fixation just happens to connect. He's like, "Oh, you want fancy bullets?" Pulls out a notepad, flips over the notepad, just goes, "Yeah, I got a list of few. You guys are." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Y'all don't do cross tips yet, right? Yeah, I don't do that. Subsonic. You want them to go slower and quieter?"
What the what? When did we start talking about bullets?
I don't know. Gun.
I was talking about poison this entire time. Both me and Sumi were talking about poison this entire time.
Bullets are the poison of
Poison
life.
bullets.
Well, yes, that is part of the plan, but
Moth. Sorry.
but you said that to what I said. I'm like,
No.
yeah, shoot a gun, and the gun's got poison on it. Why the gun has poison on it. Thanks.
Yeah,
The bullet
he
has poison.
poisoned the gun to shoot
mean-
somebody.
That's one of the crafting things you can get. It poisons the bullets when you fire them.
That is true. Yes, it is hilarious. It's the same way it works.
I have a
in fucking-
question.
Hmm.
If the poison in a bullet does more than the bullet's damage, could those be used to heal me?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Possibly, but I don't think any of my weapons will be able to do little damage.
Well,
Little
like,
enough
think about it
damage.
like
Hold
this.
on,
The bullet
hold
does
on.
1d4, the poison does 1d6.
We know
Oh,
giant purple worms exist in this world.
Mhm.
And they've got one of the strongest poisons.
I don't like where you're heading with this on.
1d12 poison into my bloodstream.
We there isn't just 1d12. It's not 1d12.
No, I'm just saying. Imagine.
It's
Oh.
one date with destiny. That's what it is.
So, say, Sumi, I know what we can do for you now. How to make Sumi invincible. Number 1, scuba suit for Sumi.
Scuba
Number
suit?
2, yes, you know, the old-timey diving suits, and then we just fill it up with poison.
Ew.
And then bam, you're invincible.
Then I'm okay, now think about it like this. They poke a hole in it.
Then the poison comes out and gets them. I don't know.
Yeah,
The crown pokes a hole in it.
It's a diving suit. The crown's inside the
How am I
helmet
going to cast magic?
with your hands.
But they're in gloves.
That doesn't stop magic casting.
It's
What do
clunky.
It's clunky. Ooh.
All right,
Making a vial.
I say as I'm shimming around an exosuit. Ooh, it's clunky. Ooh, it's hard to move. As I like jiggle around in metal. It's
Jesus.
clunky. It's hard to move.
Okay, what do I need to roll for this?
Go ahead and give me a
Oh yeah, tell
poisoner's
Metal to
kit.
bend down and touch his toes.
And there will be no
Technically, he can go all the way around at least 3 times.
Yeah, but can he touch his toes?
No cost because I'm using my own.
Yes, because you are supplying the poison. You can do so with advantage since you have the feat for it.
He can bend backwards and touch his toes at least 3 times. I forget which way the servos go.
With a 18, that is a success, as you would make phase spider. You'd make a vial of phase spider venom. So
I like to imagine that he does that. If Metal were to do that, like trying to bend forward until he ends up bending forward so much that he loops all the way back around to go to the top. That after a little bit, he does that thing with certain little twisties that they go click, 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 click. In order to skip a gear and allowing itself to keep going, you know, like the top of like pills, because kids can't get in there. There's like a little creak, creak. So
That was a really weird one to like choose for example, but I do get what you mean.
DC 11 con save.
But you doing that, like thinking like what does he do? Just put his legs out of the side and just spin his top body?
Yeah. He's got the joints for it. I know.
Okay, so wait. So he's like double.
So
like,
do you.
what, quadruple jointed. Okay. What? Richter just looks down. What?
Yeah, there's nothing stopping it. There's no ligaments. There's no muscles. I could do it. I don't need to do it because I'm all one piece. But you could do it. There's no ligaments to break. There's no muscles to tear.
I gotta say, phase spider venom's wild, yo.
Phase spider venom? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Shout out to wyvern venom, my boy.
Ready? Got phase spider venom. Do you want me to add it to your ammo pouch?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be good.
Alrighty, so phase spider venom. Target must make a DC 11 con save, taking 48 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The poison damage, if the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, they're stable but poisoned for an hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. That is 2014 phrasing if I've ever seen it.
Okay, we need to go hunt more face spiders.
While poison, the target also has the paralyzed condition. Like 2024, you do so many things wrong, but the one thing you seem to do right is phrasing shit when it's not a spell.
Is what it is.
Kazuru indeed, Kazuru indeed.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And applying the poison onto your weapon is a bonus action, as per usual.
So you
Okay.
guys know Coyote Peterson, right?
Yeah.
The guy who like gets stung by everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Imagine we're doing an Underdark campaign and one of the characters is just, I'm here to get stung by everything and try every poison and write my research.
It's just a gnoll named Peter.
A knoll?
A
Stop
gnoll
that.
named Peter. The humanoid as close as you can get to a coyote without being the jackal.
Yeah, I guess, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
like what I mean, like with it being a
You're a
knoll, this is like
werewolf.
well, yeah, but other than like with a
No,
knoll, he's just like
yeah.
he's like a demon formed monster that technically is neither male or female, infinite cackling, and eventually all go mad and rip into things haphazardly due to the fact that that's just how they're
I would
made.
love a character that's infinitely cackling, because right now I have one that's infinitely yapping.
As most of your characters.
I mean, my barbarian character I plan to make with a
That
very
is a
unique
lie.
personality.
Scylla was not a yapper.
Scylla never
Sewing.
talked.
Yeah, Scylla never talked.
Sewing.
She didn't yap.
Embroidery.
She's just like, oh yeah, here's some useful information.
A
Anyway, back to my
doily.
corner.
A doily.
You're a doily.
I am not a doily.
Says the doily.
Ah!
All right.
Craft
Oh,
shaped
when
doily.
did Heliana's Guide to
Or
Monster
doily
Hunter
shaped
or
craft.
Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting make it to D&D Beyond?
Mm-hmm. You're asking the wrong person.
I didn't think it was out yet.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Thought it was still in the Kickstarter phase. I was looking to the races. It's like, is there a coyote one in Brim Hollow? I think, but no, there's not. There's a lot of birds, or the Humblewood thing. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot
Humblewood
of
has
birds, and the
random
closest
people.
you'll get is, I guess, Vulpin. But yeah, that's about as close as we've gotten. I don't know why D&D is so against making a dog-like race.
You know
Werewolf.
exactly why.
You can't say that. We have like.
Well, there's straight up one from the Crooked Moon that's called a Curseborn. That's a picture of a werewolf.
I mean, if you think about it, we have turtles, we have frogs, we have fish, kind of. We have elephants, we have
Birds.
yeah, we have birds, we have cats, we have rabbits,
We have wooden marionettes of the corpses of dead children.
we have shadows.
Why did you?
Grimolo.
Grimhollow.
All right. So, Walter, is there anything you want to do with your crafting, or are we gonna go ahead and head on?
You guys are free to move about the canyon, by the way. This is just the area you're in.
Maybe
Yeah,
I don't want to.
I'm just wanting to make sure that we can like one person doesn't move ahead to me, whatever.
So
Just want to we can get our crafting.
This isn't a battle map. You guys said you wanted to do something, so you're technically in the canyon right now.
are you crafting today, Walter?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, isn't it limited what you can craft out here?
Yes, well, in the field you can't do uncommon crafting, so the station crafting. And it would cost 50 gold, pass or fail.
Crafts, don't you want to do a bean?
I'm gonna just back up so he can do the bean.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to walk too far.
Are those cactus? I thought they were melon for a second, but there's cactus.
Is a desert canyon.
No, I mean I thought those were
Crafty boy.
I did
melons.
what I could make. if at all.
If you have like a spare weapon, you can always like experiment.
Perhaps.
What crafting do you have?
Metal is a smith and tinkerer,
Mm.
and a chronic
Right.
gambler.
Yeah, I don't think you needed to
Paul, you're talking about yourself.
He has proficiency in playing cards.
Proficiency in playing cards. This man lacks proficiency in self-control when he sees the lever, when he sees the button.
All right.
When he smells the odds.
He's a
Shut
copper
up and get
golem.
over here, Crafts.
The odds are it's 0, so I can hit them eventually.
You're the one that
Yeah.
wants to plant the bean.
Your money
Yes,
is
we're gonna
0.
plant the
Crafts,
beans.
you work. I mean, Metal. You can work on your crafting over here in safety.
You can
Crafts,
also
get
do it
far
at the
ahead
end of
over
the
there.
day.
Nah, we're gonna do the bean. Oh, you mean the crafting? I mean, yeah, sure, you can do that at the end of the day. But I was gonna say I'm gonna plant the bean over here.
The
What do you
bean.
guys think? You think these
Alrighty,
rocks are nice?
I'm gonna
Nice
lower
and
the bean
decorative.
count on your bag of beans.
Stand
Okay.
back, Rixie. This could get dangerous.
Rixie nods.
You know, Tara and Kara are pretty, they're fine. They're fine there,
Yeah,
probably.
just move out the way. Just a little bit.
What do you mean?
I can-
You
I can,
guys
like, move down
you
here.
guys act like anything bad's come out
The
of these.
mandrakes!
The mandrakes didn't. All they did was also. What do you mean the mandrakes? They were screaming mushrooms.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough, but no dice. You didn't fucking die.
They screamed and we were deafened.
Me
They
looking at the
scream
plate
and
of
they
eggs in
don't
Sumi's
hurt.
inventory.
Hey,
They
What?
scream
you
and
leave
they
my
don't
eggs
hurt.
Benedict alone. Eggs benediction.
Benediction. I was gonna say that was a benediction. Anyway,
Throw the
yeah,
bean!
yes,
Throw the bean.
place bean and
I
what
believe
was
you
it?
can just click
100?
on bag of beans
Oh,
in
dude,
your
is it in
inventory.
there? Hold on, let me check.
It might have a table attached. Yes, it does.
Bag of beans. There it is.
And click on the open roll table beans effect at the very bottom.
Open roll table beans effect. Oh. I clicked on it and it brought up the whole fucking list.
And just scroll the bottom and click roll.
Roll. I was like, what?
It basically shows you the odds.
Whoa. It
Let's
shows
see
me
if
the
it
other shows me the
works.
thing.
Oh.
Oh, it's the eggs.
Hey!
Eggs.
Wait a second. I
Wait,
can make more.
more.
Yeah!
Okay, you can click on the 1d4 plus 3. Since you planted the beans, I'll let you do the roll.
Oh.
Wow, ripping the.
Yeah!
Paul's like, I'm not gonna give them this many. Nathan.
No, I
I'll give
rolled
them-
perfectly average, so...
God. All right.
We were
Thanks.
literally one off of max.
I would put an egg icon on the thing, but the only egg icon I have is technically this.
Jesus.
Egg.
Egg. Thank you, Nelson Mandela.
Oh, yes, the eggs. Hey, wait a minute, that's
There's only
7.
6.
This egg explodes. Fuck you.
You guys see that?
Okay.
The eggs. I don't know what to do about this. The
Eggs.
temptation. The temptation. Ever so tantalizing.
Eggs.
Okay, let's see.
Feel like-
Sumi runs over, takes the eggs.
So, folks, you ever want to be better at something?
Or do you just want to blow up?
I mean,
It's a chance to blow up.
we are.
You realize that it takes a
traveling.
hardy man to live this. We figured that out, right?
Maybe.
I feel like Mammoth
I
benefited the most from this.
I think.
This
Well,
mammoth is
Do you see
proficient in the
me as a
save.
hardy? Do you see me as a hardy man?
I think we save these for the evening.
I hardly
before
think of you
bed.
as a man.
I think we save these
Okay,
for the
fuck
evening
you.
before bed.
I mean, you're technically only half man. Like all the rest of the things that that would like
How do I
call you a
pocket
human
these?
aren't there.
How do I shove these in my bag?
Let's see.
Okay.
This guy,
Craft.
humanoid, robot though, and we just call him a man. Me, I
Snail.
just chose a male voice, and it makes people more comfortable to just call me a man. So that's
What
just
is
how
a
it works.
man?
What is a man? But a
Okay.
miserable pile of bones.
Okay, fuck you. Okay, first of all, I am a man.
Hey, I didn't
Yes,
say
we
that.
determined that due to your bone structure.
Crafts, I'm going to fucking kill you.
You could try.
The eggs are speaking to me.
The eggs. Poison bomb.
Jesus.
Poison bomb.
All
It's
right,
like,
okay.
I don't know.
So we collected the eggs. All right.
I'm
we're
dub.
gonna-
That's it, Chief. I'm doubling down. I'm using the last bean.
Ah!
Shit, we're all just like, run, run!
We're using the last bean. We're
Fuck.
clicking this bean. We're
I
clicking
have the
this
eggs,
bean.
right?
You're here with me. You're here. Witness me. A geyser.
What's up next?
Oh, and actually, this might not be that bad.
Geyser erupt sprouts water, beer, berry juice, tea, vinegar, wine, or oil.
Oh yeah, the U.S.
Oil. Shower me in that sweet nectar.
So for 7
Why
rounds.
is it a wait? Why is it a? Oh yeah.
Okay, so what do we do? What do we get in DM?
Wine.
At
Ah.
least it's not fucking vinegar. like, like I didn't think about it, but like just a straight up 30-foot tall spire of vinegar would be insane.
Free me.
There you go. Wine is just pouring from this.
Anybody
Hey.
drink?
Is
You
that
know,
How
You
does it look
know-
explicit as I approach it?
you know, above board, Walter should probably be bottling this for his drunkard amulet.
Oh yeah.
Oh
very
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any
Forgot.
bottles?
I have a cauldron of plenty. That's
I've
about
got
it.
an entire pot.
The cauldron of plenty would actually destroy it. By the way,
It would make
Yes,
it into wine stew.
No, it would just turn it into stew.
Stew. I could make free
They
stew.
turn it back into grapes, then turn it into stew.
you
Could-
turned water into
would I-
wine, then I turned that wine
Would
into
I be able
stew.
to? Would I be able to put in with the stew in the bag of holding?
With the stew?
Like get some wine in it, make stew, put it in the cauldron, put it in the bag.
How are you gonna put the cauldron into the bag? It's a whole ass cauldron. Wait, how are you carrying this?
She puts the cauldron in the bag every time. Gone over.
But the
I'd-
cauldron's
I'd
bigger than the
say-
bag.
No, it's not. The cauldron is a 4x3.5.
Oh.
The cauldron would have to be empty for you to do this because the weight of the liquid would put it way over the limit.
Damn it.
Yeah, with liquid.
Let's see. Do I have any empty bottles?
Look, has anybody been saving their bottles from health potions?
I mean, technically, I reuse mine.
I'm
I'm
we
guessing
kind of
so.
just reuse
I'm
ours
mostly
for crafting.
used
Also,
the Gearton
also
one.
technically, I could just like bathe in this and just offset my coloration and just turn. I don't know. What kind of wine is this?
Why
Red,
do you what
reddish
what,
hue.
what do you
Alright.
mean? Why are you bringing
Wouldn't
that up
you-
like it's a benefit?
Would you be drunk?
Technically,
What's
I
your
don't.
blood alcohol?
I don't have blood alcohol.
100%.
What's your blood alcohol
Uh,
percent? Dude, he doesn't have blood.
Drunk, I'm officer. Second of all, I could literally get you drunk if you ate me. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
He's no longer purple. We have a red crafts.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't think
be
this is what they
red.
meant by
angry.
sloshed.
He just
I-
becomes angrier.
I don't have anything to put this in, so
No.
I will say what I have kind of ruled for it is basically you can purchase, air quote, purchase in advance items. So just the price of an empty vial. So let's see.
I feel like crafts would have a lot of those.
I do.
Here,
I have 21 of them filled.
Okay, first of all, a vial is a bit different. So I'm pretty sure like a vial is like, what, 6 inches tall?
I have 21 acid vials.
Thank you very much.
Here, I
Wouldn't it be
just-
like we need to like buy a bottle, an empty bottle or something?
Basically, you're just buying glass, or you're just buying bottles.
Okay.
I feel like it would be, since me and Crafts are making potions, we would have gotten some bottles for crafting along
That
the
makes
line
sense.
somewhere.
Yeah, that'd probably be along the lines of it. Yeah.
A
I feel
bottle
like-
can hold a pint and a half of liquid.
Okay.
Can I?
Should we roll
well, this is-
like to see how many bottles we would have purchased? I feel like I would have gotten an even 20, and then I
You
used.
literally purchase
yeah.
as many as you would want. However, the thing is, this would last 7 rounds, and I will say a round has been spent.
It
So
turned
you-
red.
I wanna. No, like this.
So, like, this is gonna be spouting for 36 more seconds of just
Yeah.
So that's a
You guys-
lot.
You guys would get 6 rounds, be able to fill up 6 bottles
Okay.
each.
Okay. So are we including Kara and Tara?
Would you want them involved?
I don't know. Do
I
they
don't
want to
know
be
how much
involved?
alcohol.
Do they want alcohol?
I guess that wouldn't be like for them. It would be just kind of, do you want it?
It is a blessing from the beans. Who are we to deny
The
them?
blessing from the beans.
So-
Richter is taking some, knowing he won't be able to drink it, and he'll probably just ruin his.
Oh,
He's
it's
just really
sanguine
curious.
beauty.
He's just really curious about what wine coming from magical beans tastes.
Exactly. See? And let me tell you, it is aromatic. As I am literally turning red.
Hey, dude, I think you're just getting drunk.
No, I'm
Are we?
actually resistant to it.
Okay, did we just roll for initiative?
Yes.
Oh, for the round.
Alrighty, so we'll start off with Metal since Crafts has already spent his first round filling himself with wine, I guess. So Metal,
Why is Terra built Terra Boulder recruitable?
she has 2 stat sheets and the prototype token updated it correct or incorrectly.
Ah, gotcha. Good to differentiate.
Crash. I think it did.
I'll admit I did the same thing.
I hit back arrow and everything just seemed to stop working. So well, 1 second.
Because I had 2 pages for Winona.
Bring it combat again, and it is what question mark? I don't fucking know. Metal.
We're technically not in combat.
We're
Yeah.
just doing turns for the geyser.
Oh, if you
Okay.
hit back, it just fucking breaks combat altogether. That's annoying.
Yeah, it takes it to round 0 for.
Okay, metal.
Yeah, I don't really. I checked. I don't really have any containers. They're empty.
Oh yeah,
They're-
well we're just saying we bought some.
Yeah,
Because
you can
they-
you can purchase them retroactively to have on hand.
Yeah, and also we're just basically Crafts and Sumi were making potions, so we're just using those bottles. Explanation. So
Well, how many do I have?
Basically, as long as you want to fill up, it just costs 2 gold, and you say you bought it while you were in town.
Okay.
So you're gonna spend your first round filling up a bottle.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Metal spends his first round filling up a bottle. What would you like Tara to do? She's kind of just watching the geyser.
are you set? It's like you're gonna. Do you want some alcohol, Tara?
Perhaps. She kind of is just watching it, more confused than anything.
Yeah, don't question the beans. It's weird. If you want, I can give you one of my bottles if you don't want to get too close.
Well, she looks over at Crafts. He's full of it, so if it was toxic, he'd be showing signs. It'd be fine. She
I'm
kind
actually
of.
quite resistant to toxins, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to trust him that much.
Hold on. If anybody here is qualified to describe things as being toxic or not, that's me and her. You don't get to judge that. And plus, I'm literally bathed in it. I can tell you right now, it is in fact just alcohol.
Richter looks over at Sumi. He's getting quite feisty.
Ooh, I'm boiling with rage. I'm already turning red. Ooh.
He's drunk on red
Yeah,
wine.
he's drunk.
Ooh. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm wine drunk. The worst kind of drunk. Ooh, soccer moms beware.
I'm wasted. White girl wasted.
Hmm.
Alrighty, so Tara will be spending her turn collecting a bottle. Crafts.
Paul's typing, and I'm scared.
I'm typing down who's collecting what.
I thought you were like, "Hey, Travis, now that you're full of wine."
Yeah.
A fire arrow shoots from the ridge.
Oh Jesus!
Well, that was never really flammable, but sure.
You are now.
Also, this is nowhere near. This is like nowhere near 80 proof,
Okay,
or pardon
I
me,
do have to ask
180 proof.
something.
What do
Did
you
you
want,
just
Slosh Boy?
did you just walk under it with your exosuit as well?
No. Why would I?
What? You didn't say anything about it beforehand.
Sticks his
It
arm
seems.
out and sippy straws.
Yeah, I can literally just absorb liquid. I could literally suck it out of the ground and then separate the sediment from the liquid and then just spit out the sediment.
I thought we had. Okay, I thought if we had said
Oh,
you had walked
Oh, fair
under
enough.
it.
No,
I
I mean I
remember.
This guy
approached it.
eats dirt.
Technically, I'm not even in. I'm technically not even in range of it. You can see the range of it. I'm not even in it.
Yeah, but okay, but I'm not. But it was said that you had walked into it. That's all I was
Also,
saying.
I
Nathan,
said I
we made a
walked towards it.
mistake last session.
What's that?
You were confused because your walk speed wasn't able to get to Vice because you thought he was 5 feet too far away. You have a walk speed of 40.
Oh, because of my suit. Yeah, I forgot
Him
about my
just
suit giving me more movement
he just
speed.
walks and he's like, and he like for the last like half step he just stops. He's like, man, why can't I go faster?
Because I don't remember. I can.
He's getting animation canceled and he doesn't know. Cancel task. All right.
So, Crafts, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, I already drank from the geyser and I turned red.
Yes,
That
that
was
was
my
the
first
before
step.
combat turn.
I guess I'll whip out the pot that I've just been carrying around with me this entire time, and I guess I'll just stick it down there.
Alrighty, let's see. Where's the pot?
I have my pot next to my 21 vials of acid.
Oh, iron
That was
pot.
not bad.
Can hold up to a gallon of liquid.
Yeah, this is what I originally scooped up the acid, and then I separated it into vials, and I'm like, now I have a pot.
That's funny because it's like, why are you collecting wine in your acid pot?
No, I'm collecting wine in my X acid pot, X dust pot.
Okay, your pot of wine now weighs 18 pounds. I looked it up.
The lengths
up.
I go to for you people. Is he? So is that like one round?
Yes, he basically just puts it under the geyser for his round. Sume.
Hmm. So I can fill up to 6 around?
No, you can fill one around.
Damn it.
The 6 around would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
That'd be 36 for each of us.
That's why I was
Who
confused.
did it?
Yeah, there are 6 turns left, and as an action, you put a bottle in and fill it up.
Well, seeing as they're getting the alcohol they want, and I haven't cooked anything yet, I'm gonna take out my cauldron and set it out under to get some stew going.
Fair.
I don't
Okay.
remember how long the stew takes. Hold on.
Cauldron of Plenty. 30 gallons of wine.
All
Water
turned
poured into the
stew.
cauldron is stirred for a minute, transforms into a hearty hot stew, which can provide a nourishing meal for up to 4 people per gallon.
Okay, wait. Didn't I just say you have to spin it to or like mix it to make
Yeah,
it?
you have to stir it.
Mhm. Also, it says water.
So if you
So in
just put
theory, could I just have it collect and then we just bottle from the cauldron?
Yeah. Just
It
don't
says,
stir it.
it does say specifically stirring, so just don't stir it.
Yeah,
yeah, so if we never
I'll just do
stir it, we
that.
just have the entire thing of alcohol.
You guys keep collecting your bottles. I'm doing it the easy way.
No, I mean you can still bottle.
One moment, real quick. Calculator.
Jesus.
30 times 8. That's
much-
240 pounds of wine.
I don't. Can you fit that?
I mean, I'm not keeping all of it. Also, I think I can... How do I check how much weight I have?
It's in your inventory. It's the bar at the top of the screen. You're 95 out of 210.
I thought the bag went up to 500.
Well, bag of holding has its
Yeah,
own.
the bag of holding goes up to 500. Your bag is currently at.
Now, Sumi,
Looking at
what
it, it
if we
looks
were
like a third capacity. I don't know the actual.
I can't see mine.
Sumi, what are your thoughts on taboo meals?
Okay, that's a real risky.
Aha! Okay, I'm at 157 out of 500, so I have room for like 200 extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have a cauldron of wine.
How'd you check the weight it's currently at?
D&D Beyond.
Oh, fair enough. Also, it's not adding in a lot of the weights that things have because D&D,
Well,
thumbs
a
up.
lot of it's just... A lot of the custom items don't have a weight.
Hmm.
Looks at the Star of Equilibrium.
I more so meant like backpack, talking doll, the gemstones, the candle.
Well, I feel like a lot of it is not even a pound, so that's why it doesn't even add it.
Anyway, Richter, your turn.
I mean,
When
even
you-
then, if you had like 10 still, there's enough.
You made the joke about it takes like an action to do it, and I was like, all right, action surge time. I'm not actually. So how much is it per bottle? Or are we just
Gold?
gonna?
1 bottle per turn.
Yeah, but like how much gold?
2?
Oh,
I
it
think
would. Go ahead.
Well, it's-
it said 2 gold, right?
okay. All right. Well, I'll do a bottle, of course. Should I just take away money at the end when it's like all calculated, or
A bottle of fine wine is Okay.
Oh, I wasn't meaning like selling the bottle of wine. How much was the bottle?
Oh, the bottle
my-
itself, it's 2 gold per bottle.
Yeah, and I was just asking, I should probably just calculate it.
I'm currently calculating right now, and I'll take the totals from how much you have.
Yeah, thank you. Then I'll just collect a bottle and move on.
Okay.
But Sumi, my question stands. What are your thoughts on taboo cuisine?
Fill up another.
It's Kara's turn real quick. I don't know why yours always breaks, Walter. Kara's gonna fill up the
Shut
bottle.
I heard.
You're cutting out really bad.
There's two bells, Walter. One bell means it's almost your turn, and the other one means it is your turn.
Sometimes Walter will have the it's your turn thing on him,
Oh.
because thumbs up. I don't know why Walter's voice breaks. Now it's your turn, Walter.
Any better?
Yes. A little bit.
Well, if it, let me know if it keeps, try doing that. I guess and
Mhm.
I'll try again. Yeah, just fill up another.
Alrighty.
I had a question.
Meh.
Is my bucket of sand infinite? Sand, not infinite. What was it? Is the bucket of sand thing I have? Is it already filled or not? I think. Wait.
It is already filled with sand, yes.
Okay. I was gonna see if I could fill it up while we were at the desert, but already has some. Then yeah. I was also gonna make a joke well, see if I make the big brain move here, and with all this sand, we could cook up a bunch of glass and then make bottles out of it. But you did, and then you mentioned the limited time we had for the
That would
geyser.
be a process.
We'd also need the actual tools for the glass blowing and whatever shit that it takes to make them. So
Metal. So anyway, I carved out the interior of my chest and made it into a glass kiln. Tara's turn. She's going to kind of look around at everything going on and going, it's just wine, y'all are treating it like manna from heaven.
is it not?
Sumi just shrugs, looking at her cauldron.
When was the last time you had wine from a geyser?
Fair enough. Tara will fill up another bottle.
Honestly, I'm just grabbing bottles because I can.
Yeah,
you kinda-
Sumi's just getting the cauldron full so they can bottle it for metal so he can actually use one of his things.
But did you answer my question, Sumi?
I feel like her
To be
silence
fair,
has
I
been
could have
an
made
You'd
use
have to
of it
say
again
more.
once I had the bottle thing. One of those
Well,
thingies
if we
again,
we create our
Okay,
own
Joe.
version,
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, this
taboo
helps a lot.
French taboo delicacy, the ortolan.
What?
How do you know what French is?
Yeah, they're space elves. Yeah, they're French enough.
that doesn't. I don't think that explains how you. Okay,
Do you know what I
Captain.
refer to when I'm talking about the ortolan?
Captain, we're getting a call from the ship across the way. Bonjour! They're hostile. Shoot them down.
Shoot them immediately.
No, that's why I'm saying you need to elaborate.
The feeding of a bird until it gets fat, and then you drown it in alcohol. Literally.
Why are we doing that?
Because it makes it taste delicious.
Fair.
What?
According to the book I
Okay.
read.
We don't
Okay,
have
you
what?
don't. You should not. You should say the book part first. I'm sorry.
I don't know
Just
what you're talking about.
going with you honest.
Why are they what?
That's not even. That's just a whole new breed of messed up.
I
Perhaps, what
I'm
are you
just
doing with
make-
your turn? I'm concerned.
I just
Look,
make
it's
stew.
banned in like it's banned in like 3 galaxies, but I know a place.
Tara staring.
That doesn't. I don't feel like that.
Tara's just been holding a blank expression the entire time.
Can we roll an insight to see if Tara recognizes what he's talking about and is trying to kill him with her mind?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Oh, sweet. I'm the perfect. Oh, I actually have good insight. Oh, that.
I actually have good
Let's
insight.
see.
Yeah, I do, but
I have better
roll.
insight.
Okay, that doesn't mean that mine's bad.
No, it doesn't mean that it's bad.
Okay.
No, I was laughing because I'm just gonna do a. She doesn't have persuasion or deception, so I'm just gonna do a flat charisma check to see what her emotion is. Yeah, you're able to read Tara like a book. She's not reacting because she knows of this place and has probably been before. She doesn't seem bothered by this information whatsoever.
No, never mind.
She's French.
There's a 5 in charisma.
Yeah, but like, no, I think he's more being like, she's not reacting to this. Tara is French.
I mean,
Heard it
they're
called
from the
Tara now
same
as a French.
place, so they probably know the same things.
But they've described things that are like really big areas, haven't they? Like I'm
Yeah.
not crazy in saying like the galaxy is a pretty big place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but don't you literally know each other?
No.
Not personally.
No. Not until here.
I knew of him, but that was the extent of it.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, so you were in the same area.
Sort of. Let's say my home from where Tara was originally is farther than around 60 orbits of the planet.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
in layman's terms, it's a boat ride away.
yeah, it's basically like
Oh.
another continent. It's
A really long boat ride.
yeah, but not for you guys.
To be honest, it was a day trip. I did it for my job.
Exactly. So it's like another continent.
It's a boat ride.
A really
Okay.
fast boat.
Okay.
So, Crafts, what are you doing on your turn?
The same
Slurp.
shit.
Slurping it up.
You
No, you're doing a
used,
bar.
you put your pot down, and that was your turn.
Oh. I thought I assumed that it's just slowly filling up now.
This is a geyser, so the shit's full almost instantly.
Oh,
Yeah,
phenomenal.
fill up another bottle, boy.
Enough force for it to go 30 feet into the air, like...
Oh yeah, no,
And
you know
you
what?
see
No,
how
you're
big
right.
the area
You
itself-
right. You right.
Like, this is
You're
a,
right,
like,
you're
this
right.
is a powerful
Ah.
guy. It's going over like a 15, 25-foot area.
I don't really know what else to do here.
Wow.
This is
Basically,
all I had.
this is where the geyser's coming from, and this is the splash zone.
I have a cursed idea.
What's that?
God.
What if you filled a bag of holding and then you added like a straw and you just made it like a camel pack?
The problem is the bag of holding does not hard cap you at the limit, so you would just pop the bag of holding in seconds.
Wouldn't it just overflow?
If you overfill a bag of holding, it ruptures immediately.
So you'd have to do it for like half a second.
Okay, maybe not a half a second. Yeah.
You'd have to do it for like a
Don't
second.
make me calculate how fast the wine's coming down.
Okay.
He's like, I don't
You
want
gave
it
us
fast.
the geyser!
I
no,
didn't give you anything. The beans spoke.
The beans.
The beans gave us something we can use, even though I doubt Metal's gonna use this, but you know, the beans gave us something we can use.
Yeah, I'm a
I
buying.
think we have enough out.
I'm gonna fill up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, my cauldron
how many
of plenty
turns
with
are
its
there?
30
5?
gallons probably has enough.
30 gallons is more than enough.
Yeah, you got 5 turns left.
Okay, then I'm going to fill up 5 bottles that I totally had with me and buy them as we speak.
Okay, can we just skip through the rest of these and not go through each individual turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real. Sumi isn't gonna fill any bottles because she doesn't want to get covered in wine. She just kind of very quickly put the cauldron and is drying off.
All right, Metal, you're gonna fill 5 more bottles.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Metal is at 7 bottles. Tara's going to fill 4 more in this instance, so she's at 6 bottles. Crafts has a 1-gallon pot and 5 bottles, as well as himself?
I mean,
Question mark.
I guess you have to think about it like this. There probably
You
isn't.
hard boil these eggs in the wine?
No, we're not doing that. There probably isn't that much wine in this world unless you go to another village. Because isn't Gearton...
No, we've been here. We've been here for a long time. We were able to start fermenting, and plus trading with the vanishing towns, they do restock faster.
Hmm. Fair.
I feel like that
Like
would be.
Aspenbog, we got ale from them.
Hmm.
What
Or
now,
our-
since they're gone?
Spices.
Since our supply runner's gone, we don't really have access to that anymore.
Okay, so
Mhm.
probably actually use this in town then.
We moonshining now.
Okay. Okay, like out of character, we're not. It's like I really wanted Richter to say something, but I'm like, Richter doesn't know about moonshining. I'm pissed.
Richter would be like, hold up,
Actu-
wait, the fuck is that?
Well, think
What does
about
the
it.
moon have to do with this?
Think about it like this. In theory, if they had recently restocked, with how quickly we are trying to get out of here, by the time they run out, we'll probably be on our way to try and get out of here. Hopefully.
And Tara will kind of look amongst the group. Right, you guys wanting to sell the wine?
No, Oh, no. I mean by the time you run out of your this and Aspenbog ale.
Oh, we have more than just that. We have grain alcohol, mead.
Yeah, see, they already moonshining.
Yeah.
No, we don't use something as dangerous as a moonshine distillery,
What?
but
It's
we do have
dangerous.
that.
Okay, wait.
Just a little
wait,
bit of math. There's nothing wrong with a
wait,
little bit of math.
What is? Okay, moonshine is a drink.
Moonshine
Yeah.
isn't that hard.
Think of it this way: when country folk can't afford wine, they tend to make their own in unconventional ways.
Lot of pressure, very slow drip, very strong, clear alcohol.
And it's prone to explosion if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's illegal in a lot of places, so they called it moonshine after you have to do it at night when nobody's looking.
Apparently not in wherever Wilfred was from, though. It was a very common practice, which is concerning on numbers of levels.
I
Wouldn't
don't
it
know what you're
explode
talking about.
if they
What,
touched
the pressure?
It? No, if Wilfred
No,
touched it.
not the drink itself. The apparatus which the drink was made, highly pressurized, and if you're not careful, it could violently explode.
By the way, I've already taken that money.
Oh, you're talking about Wilfred since he's on fire.
Yes, they had their own one that he jokingly called firewater, despite it not being firewater.
Firewater?
I think he was being literal. I have no
Alright.
idea. I've tried pressing further, even asking Fiery, and they both just laughed.
Alright, well, I guess with this and the guys are gone, we should probably move on.
Yeah.
You need any help moving that, Sumi?
I'm not moving it, you're collecting from it.
Okay, so
30 gallons into how many
I was
bottles?
like, God damn it, I gotta get
500 cigarettes.
100 bottles of wine.
it's pretty easy to convert all things considered. So glass bottle holds pint and a half.
I'm gonna be real,
Many
I do
pints
not
and-
think we have enough glass bottles for 30 gallons.
Well, he is saying we can just do it retroactively.
Well, more so, just imagine us buying, first of all, buying that many. Second of all, carrying that many in our bag of holding.
Just happened to have that many.
I feel like at max, Sumi personally would have gotten like 40 bottles.
Well, good news, Sumi. So,
I'm gonna
hold on.
scream.
I'm close.
If I use all of my fucking bottles on this wine, you guys better drink some of it so I can make some potions tomorrow.
With everything bottled and considered, your grand total between everybody 195 bottles of wine. 0.3 repeating.
The rest of it is in me. I'll take the 0.3 repeating. Thank you.
gonna
just
make
add, just
so
like,
much
hey, this
money
doesn't.
after this.
It's like, hey, we're one bottle short, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a full bottle. Throws it at
So
crafts.
how many bottles should I add? 40?
Pours it on crafts.
So, do you guys want, or Sumi, you've already paid, correct?
I haven't paid for the bottles, no.
Okay, who
How
all has
many-
paid for the bottles? Did
I've
y'all want to
I've paid
split this evenly between each other?
How much is 40
Willing.
bottles?
So between the four of you, it would be 49 for three of you, and then 48 for one if you were to split the bottle count evenly.
No, I mean, how much does 40 bottles cost so I can buy that?
40 bottles would cost
It's double
80
it.
gold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
double
I was
because it's 2
assuming it
gold.
was double, but I just wanted to check.
Okay, and then okay, so the 40. So how much do I need to pay?
Okay, so minus 40, because that's all Sumi said she was taking. You've got 155 bottles left.
Divided 3 ways. Divided
100
3
it's 50.
So what
ways.
type of wine is it? Just red wine?
A red berry
53?
wine.
No, it's 50. It's 52 for 2 of us, and then 53 for 1 of us.
Yes. Or no, it's
No, it's 50.
no, you're right.
Yeah.
It's 51.7 each, so 52 for 3.
Sorry, what type of wine did you say? You got cut off.
Red berry wine.
Red berry wine.
Guys, I'm a Minecraft fox, and that's red berry wine. Is it sweet?
Yes.
I'll pay 106 gold. Why not? I
Is that
paid
how much each
106
of us
gold.
owes?
It's
Uh,
106
How many
wine.
bottles are you buying?
Like
I'll
I don't.
pay-
We don't even need that much wine. Like I
We don't, but it's funny.
Okay, I'll buy 52, and so I bought. So this doesn't include the 6 that I've already bought for my own, right?
This is pulled all together.
Okay,
So,
okay,
so for yours, just minus 6 the cost.
I did 53.
It's fine. We're just buying bulk in advance. We drink the wine, and then we wash it and reuse them for potions. Clearly. Okay,
We were
so
thinking
was it
ahead.
106 each?
No, each bottle is 2 gold.
No,
Right.
he was saying each of us. He did 104. I did 106. You can do 104 as well.
There are 52 bottles left metal, including the ones you have already gotten.
Which doubled
then
is
my-
104.
Right. So then I'll minus 104.
104 from your gold. And the metal's taking 52.
Okay, I updated it.
all right.
How do I make
I
a
guess
new
you'll
item?
add the bottles.
Oh, oops, I'm muted. How do I make a new item?
Uh,
I made one in D&D
add custom
Beyond.
item. In D&D Beyond, click Manage Inventory
No,
and
I-
add custom item.
No, I made one in D&D Beyond. How do I add it to Foundry?
Oh, I have to do that.
Okay, well I added it into D&D Beyond, so thumbs up.
Let me real quick see. It's
Wait, this is the total number. What about the ones for Kara? Tara.
that's with the totals that's included in on it.
Okay.
The amount Kara and Tara collected.
Mine are added to D&D Beyond.
Let me just basically add to your inventory glass bottles, rename them to wine, or
Okay.
just for calculating and whatnot. Hold on. America moment, it's basically 1-to-1, so each bottle is 1.5 pounds. I say this US measurement because it gives you a big fuck off decimal, so it's just like, okay, it's 1-to-1.
So the American measuring system.
The
It is
American way.
the American measuring system. Actually, it's 1/106th of a football field.
It's about 15 washing machines long.
Which one? General Atomics?
You
Wait, is it
laugh way too
50
much at that shit.
50 washing machines long? Which type? The wide ones or the tall ones?
Not gonna lie, that was like a courage the cowardly dog ass laugh.
I
A
know.
little bit.
He was like, he went into it and he like made himself laugh and he just went like cartoon level for a second there.
So,
My goodness.
All right, with
52
all these-
bottles, doing the weight override because bottles weigh 2 pounds.
I put mine into my bag of holding.
Metal, who doesn't have a bag of holding, you have 182 pounds of wine bottles.
Cool.
It's all for healing, trust me.
You could probably
I don't have a problem.
You could probably have like craft.
Wait,
Dude.
Sumi, this was just what I was talking about. The diving suit full of poison. Alcohol is essentially a poison.
Yes, but you can drown in it.
Water breathing potion. Damn, if only we had a wine breathing potion. It's called an alcoholic.
All right, are we? With all this, are we ready to move on? Because
Maybe.
Uh,
I'm out of
Kara
beans, so
will-
yeah.
Kara will take one of the bottles as you guys are basically bottling it and sort of give it a little appraisal because she is a brewer. She can do this on the spot. Let's see. For shits and giggles, who wants
Please
to
roll.
roll a 1d20?
okay, who is it? Who's gonna do it?
I want to. Oh,
Metal said he wanted to, so I'm gonna disregard cats. Go ahead and roll slash 1d20. 17. So these are on the higher end of prices.
oh boy.
Hey, nice. We got lucky
It's
with
on the
real.
it's on the higher end of quality, I mean. So Tara is appraising them, and she'll say, normally wines like this would be a tad bit more expensive, but if you did want to sell them to the town, I would say about 15 gold a bottle of wine.
Dang.
Hey.
Make mad money.
And that's what I'd be giving you. Of course, they would be at a different price.
Yes, of
Mm.
course. That's the the transaction price versus market.
Mhm.
Can always
Wait,
get
what?
that in
Wait,
the
wait,
back
what?
of inventory if I need money.
What is the standardization that they do around here? Like, is it like is it like that 20% up, or is it like a 50? What is the economy in here?
Well, this is a fine wine. We would price and do accordingly. Let's see. What would I sell this? Probably 2025 since it's on the finer side.
All right. Yeah, yeah, I'd say like a fair 35-40%. Yeah,
All right. Are we all ready,
Okay,
people?
so
allows for growth, keeps a balance.
1 sec. I'm adding it to everyone's inventory right now.
Yeah, I have. I made a custom item in both D&D Beyond. Founder.
Okay. Let me just refresh your page real quick.
The eggs speak to me in like the Green Goblin mask.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the eggs have already been collected. I think that's what he's doing now, removing the eggs.
No, I just paused it for a second so I can make sure everything's updated. Let's see. In your bag of holding, you said?
Yep. Very
Let's
bottom.
see. Red berry wine, update the weight. So, the way the bottles is 2, so 3.5. 0.5. 0.5. Okay. So for custom items, you can't use points. Wonderful.
Boy,
So, and the cost override, 15 per bottle.
waiting for. I'm trying to see if I can see the bar jump up.
It won't jump up on Foundry's side, but your bag of holding's at half capacity now, Richter.
Wait, sorry, how much do they weigh per?
They weigh 3.5 per bottle because glass bottles weigh 2 and the wine is 1.5.
I'm gonna refresh my page.
Alrighty, glass bottle, add it to crafts.
I can't do 0.5 in D&D Beyond, so should I do 3 or 4?
Just do custom items, glass bottle, rename it, and do all that.
I made a custom item for the red wine, and I set the price, and I tried to set the weight, but the weight only lets me do whole numbers.
Yes, so glass bottle, rename it, readjust the weight, because it lets you do it that way. Crafts, 185 pounds added to your inventory. I'll let you guys sort it out on D&D Beyond. I'm basically just putting it
Oh,
in
I was
your,
like, why is his more than mine? Oh wait.
because you can't 0.5 yours. Here, I'm going to delete your red berry wine and instead add it as a glass bottle renamed.
Well, I was also thinking like, oh wait, it's not just that. He also has the pot. Or is that?
Really?
Or is this including the pot?
This is including the pot into all these calculations.
Okay.
Done.
Cost
I'm
override.
Green Goblin masking.
Not sure. I want to know what that
Death
means.
Death Rizal has chosen that I eat an egg.
Jesus.
Alrighty,
They are
so
in
red berry
my
wine.
bag of holding. I put them in before the guys
Actually,
You took my share of the eggs. My bean eggs.
I literally was like, okay, I put these in my bag. How do I put, like, can I put them in? And nobody said anything. I'm like, all right, they're in my bag. And then you did the next bean and you didn't get rid of the eggs from the thing. So I'm like, okay, I guess these are just in my bag.
No, plus we're paused, so I can't do anything anyway.
y'all hold on a sec.
Yes.
Alrighty, so metals is
Balls of
updated,
salt, like,
Richter's is
calm down, children.
updating. Sumi, I imagine this cat.
What?
You updated your inventory with all
Yeah,
the
I'm working
wine?
on it.
Okay. Alrighty. Everybody's inventory is updated. On D&D Beyond specifically. And if you ask for some wine, Walter will just say you use one from your inventory.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's just straight up a cheaper healing potion once a day for you. Here,
Yep.
I'm not going to consume the usage, but I'll click it. 44 plus 4 is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
Because it's basically you've got a once a day potion of greater healing.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of days lined up if you need it.
I have the eggs still on the map, so if you guys wanted to eat the eggs, then you would be able to, and I could keep the total on screen where you could see.
I see.
Well,
Give me an egg.
Cat
Yo,
really
wait.
tried to go early.
The
and be
one
like,
time you don't want to see me explode,
No,
really?
it's more so why don't we do this at the end of the day before we go to bed so we can sleep it off?
Ugh, fine.
I mean, it is noon. You guys can do whatever the hell you want. You can even progress, or you could literally just
can
long
even
rest there and go through the night since everybody has night vision.
I guess. It was more so I kind of wanted to keep going on the road a little bit and then end off the day with eating eggs.
Yes, I'm sure both both Tara and Kara would love to join us.
What? In
Um,
eating eggs?
yeah.
I think you're the only one that's gonna eat an egg.
Yeah, I'd probably just cook them.
Grixie would probably be on board.
I'm not letting Grixie eat
No,
it.
we're not giving Grixie an egg.
Also,
It
like,
Callan,
wouldn't
it is
actually
not.
affect Grixie at all if she's
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, Grixie is spectral. Grixie comes from the crown. It's not like
I think it would be
And as
best.
much as Calendula would want one, Calendula cannot have one.
How about this, okay?
Caladula eats an egg and
Ask
just
him if he
pops.
wants an egg.
no. It's got Colin Dooley eats the egg. It's the videos of the pigeons popping.
No, Calendula succeeds and gains 1 intelligence.
How about this?
The world horizons
How about
expand.
this? You let
Yeah.
me. Wait, I forget. Was it hard for me to cook the egg?
Hmm.
An egg.
Yeah, so it wouldn't explode. You basically had to roll 15 or higher, since the egg could, volatilely detonate.
I see. Yeah, let's just walk a little bit more. We'll make camp early, make sure it's clear, and then have one of the eggs for your dinner, I guess.
Already, you will be staying on the
Right.
map, just as an FYI.
We're pretend walking.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
What am I doing?
We're on the road, and then we'll make camp, and he'll eat an egg.
Heading up, you would basically be going into a more mountainous region as the heat starts to rise as you approach the volcano. Night would begin to fall as you are basically on the footsteps of the volcano itself.
Ba-ba.
I want to have some.
So yeah, I guess we'll make camp and break out the egg.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness.
Imprisoning me! All that I see! Absolute horror!
Okay.
Don't say darkness in as a singular word, okay?
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Did somebody say the door to darkness? I
Okay,
did that. I
anything
did that with a
darkness
dry.
related.
I said that with a dry throat. Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Did somebody say the door to dryness?
The door to dryness. The desert.
Alrighty. It is nightfall.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
You guys set up a campfire for the night.
No worries.
I'm probably just going to use this map as the camp.
It's a pretty good map.
So yeah, 'tis nightfall. What doing?
Richter's gonna go over and watch the egg happening from afar and
They
start cleaning his
don't
work.
know.
What?
Fine with not knowing.
They don't know, and it's fine.
So yeah.
Is it time, Crafts?
Why did my brain go Crafts eats an egg and cures his autism?
You know,
That's a rough one there.
Eating an egg. Oh!
I'm honestly wondering. Wait, hold on. Is a 7 a -2 still? Or not a 7? Yeah, is a 7 -2 still? Wait, no,
Yes.
I'd be going to 5. Hold on. Wait, no, I'd be going to 7.
No, going up.
Yeah.
Question.
No, I was thinking of it like a negative. I'm like, yeah, I go 6, 5, and then I go into the positive. Help, help, help.
You just gotta succeed to save twice.
So yeah, I go to 7. Is that a -2 still or -1?
-2 still.
Ugh. I mean, it's not really that worthwhile for me to get it. I'm gonna be real. I think I'm just gonna stay like this. Because I'd have
Well, I
to
mean,
eat 2
you don't
eggs to
have-
make any difference.
You don't have to take the save back to back is the thing.
Yeah, my constitution's straight flat, so I think I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Yeah. My Upid gives me personality.
Your Upid gives you ink.
Yay. What I cannot comprehend cannot hurt me.
I mean, if you really wanted to waste your entire night here, you guys could literally just play Pass the Amulet of Health.
Yeah. Alright, you gonna eat an egg?
Yeah. Gonna eat an egg.
I think I would rather try cooking an egg than eating an egg, to be honest.
It doesn't get rid of the save.
No, I know. Just making another bomb egg. So I
So
can
crap.
offer
Doesn't-
I can
what-
offer
what-
2 people something that could kill them or make them better.
Ah, that's right. When she cooks it, she makes 2 servings.
No,
instead of
no,
one.
no. I already
No,
have a
you
serving,
guys
so I would
put
have a
2 eggs
second.
into one.
Oh, we put 2 eggs into one dish?
Yeah, because you guys were gonna feed it to Vice.
Oh. Right.
Okay, Nathan, so last chance to back out. Are you eating an egg?
Uh,
I mean, we're about to long rest.
yeah, we're about to long rest. I'm pretty confident I'd survive it. Actually, you know what?
Could I use enhanceability on him?
My man's preparing for the inevitability.
Does that even help when it's like an internal detonation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Wait,
energy.
where's
Oh wait, technically
the
the eggs can't kill me. It's 10d6.
I could
which
give
is
you
maximum
Bear's
is 6.
Endurance for. Wait, is it a Constitution save?
Yes, it is a Constitution
Yeah, I
save.
could give you Bear's Endurance, which you gain a 2d6 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on con saves.
Hey, you know what? That's actually very useful.
There you go.
Overshield gives a 3d6, and if it does not overwrite, then it will not give that benefit.
Well, you
But
still get
you will
advantage.
still get the con advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Righty, so you have advantage on your con save.
Did you
Here's
want to
the
roll
egg.
Did you want to roll the 2d6 to see if it's more?
Oh, I haven't rolled it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, roll the 2d6? Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
roll
to see if
I'll
it's
roll it.
more temporary health than the other one.
2d6.
Nope.
All right.
You may make
Now
the
then.
con save at advantage. Hold down shift.
Holding down
I
shift.
should have auguried.
No.
I should have
I-
auguried.
Crit fail and a 2.
Well, what?
Crafts.
It's one of those times I wish I had
Yonti
a.
Crater.
Tara, watch that. I like to think it's not even he just explodes, it's like he does the whole like implode thing inside of him, so he just puffs up. You
Spring
know.
a leak. Spring a leak. My wine.
Catches fire, just burps out some fire.
But there's
Now
no
the
proof.
blast
I'm gonna have
fucking
to be higher.
vaporizes the alcohol out of him.
No.
Beat the devil out of it.
My booze. My buzz. God.
Yeah.
Well.
I love that if the egg did a perfect roll on me, it would kill me. It would put me down.
Yeah. That's why we're doing it before we're sleeping.
Okay, but Richter, just hear me out. Egg, perfect 60. You, relentless on death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
We watch the egg detonate inside of you, and then you say no.
Jesus.
Thing,
I kind of want to eat one, but there's nothing
if-
that could help.
What
If I eat one of these and it works, I get my charisma goes up.
What if I ate 2? I would have a -1. That would be pretty good.
The eggs.
If I ate 2, I would go from a -1 to a 0 on my level stat.
I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like how the other two are just watching us. Just like, yeah, eat eggs.
hold on.
Explode, maybe.
Hold on.
Oh wait, the other guy, everybody else didn't watch this happen. It was just me, Richter, Metal, and Mammoth, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, you guys brought it over and convinced Mammoth to have one.
And he
And
was
it
fine.
worked. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
and
fine.
he took it like a champ.
Oh, but I could.
But look at that plus 8. I just had to roll a 12.
I could.
Well, you got the 1 and the 2 of
So, I mean,
12.
me and you can eat one at the same time if you want.
No.
Me looking at Sumi, are you gonna finish that?
Bleeding profusely.
I mean, we're about to rest, and I could heal. I could do like
Metal-
one.
Metal, you're my emergency medic.
Medic. All right.
If I explode
Fine.
again,
Fine, I'll do an egg.
bring me back from the brink.
Confirming egg?
I'll do an egg.
Give him a thumbs up.
Doing any preparation beforehand?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare.
Wait, you won't. Wait,
Give that back
want...
to me.
No. I was about to say, let me do mine first, and then you can switch it, so I can at least get the second use out of mine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Metal.
You're gonna kill yourself.
No, I'm going to hurt myself a lot, and then Metal's
That
gonna
nearly
bring me back
killed
from the
you.
brink. First off, it didn't nearly killed me. It nearly knocked me out. Also, by nearly, I mean I was actually pretty okay. Either
I'm
way,
pretty okay. The wine leaking
have
out
a
of his
third
body like
left.
blood.
I have a third of my health left. It literally cannot kill me. It can knock me out though.
I'm getting knocked down and get back up again. The eggs ain't gonna keep me down.
No, actually,
Fine.
technically, he's got to roll the egg's damage again, so there's a chance it deals less
Or more.
or more, but there's a greater chance it does
Fine, fine.
less.
Eat the egg. Fine. See if I care.
I'll eat the egg.
Suji, you're
Alright.
laughing.
Yeah.
You should love it. This it does less.
Jesus, it's only a bit
Get
left.
3 points less.
3
I'm
points
about
less.
to watch him explode.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh,
What's the
Alright,
save?
Crafts. You have 2 stats that are at 11. I need you to roll a 1d2.
God damn it.
it did say
Wait,
random.
you have 2 stats at 11?
Yeah, I forgot. Technically my constitution
No,
is at an
your
11.
lowest stat is 11, and you're
Yeah,
eating these.
remember. I think that's why Paul said we're not going to do the rolls for next one because he rolled so good.
No, it's just standard array is easier to
Oh,
work
right.
with, and the longer that goes on, the more I'm just like, oh, it's pretty good. Alright,
Yeah.
your charisma goes up by 1 point.
Wow. He's a
I'm
little bit more
likable.
bearable.
I'm likable. I'm viable.
Anyway, it's my
I'm
turn to eat
likable.
an egg
Okay, let's
now,
not go
I
that
guess.
far.
Wow. Well,
Oh.
thank you, Metal, for
Oh.
being my moral support.
Just like a hand on your shoulder.
He's just like, I didn't do anything.
Alright, I need to roll my temp health.
Alrighty. Nathan, you update your D&D Beyond thing?
11.
Oh, updated to be +1.
Yeah, just add a +1.
Actually, that's really good. That's literally 1 off of max. I'm preparing.
I have done so. I have updated it to be +1.
Alrighty.
I
Sumi
am
mentally
s-
prepares herself, and last chance to back out.
I will eat this egg.
Egg.
I will eat this egg, and I will be okay.
Foundry.
Roll her damage though, because remember it's different for hers.
Egg.
I will eat this
see, look
egg,
at
and
that,
I
you
will
were
be
right.
okay. That's like half my health, FYI. Oh, actually, no, it's gonna be like 20 because the thing. I will eat
No,
this.
it's exactly half your health.
I will eat
Minus
this
1.
egg, and I will be fine. Oh. Fuck you!
You failed.
What?
You
Oh.
you failed the con save.
But I got 11.
Actually, I believe you still have advantage on it. You still failed. Oh.
Wait, what? I
Yeah,
thought
you got an 11. The DC's 17 because it's half the damage dealt.
for my con save?
To maintain
concentration?
concentration.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ow.
And the con save was 20.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, that's like, Richter really does like, it really wouldn't hurt Richter to try, but there's like, I have to get a nat. I have to get a nat.
What do I have to roll to get it?
Actually,
Looks like you have a +2, so you'd have to roll an 18.
Oh, it is 20. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
Wait, what do you,
Richter,
okay.
you would only need to roll a 17
oh, yeah.
because you've got proficiency in it.
Yeah, I just have to roll a 12.
Oh.
Kara's got to roll a 19. Oh, right. Artificers gain proficiency in Constitution.
That's right.
I'll try an egg. I don't really think it doesn't.
Yeah, see, you
All
live.
you
You'll be
guys
fine.
using these eggs with no negatives.
Partake of the fruit.
Partake is the fruit.
Um,
Would you
Meanwhile,
like to do anything beforehand?
meanwhile, Walter, the frontliner, has a negative dex. Nobody's given him an egg.
You have to
okay,
try.
we're all just, we're not giving the eggs to anyone. We're deciding
Yeah,
if we
we're
want to accept.
we're volunteering.
But he's not saying
I mean-
anything.
Okay, Metal, do you want an egg? You'll probably
Maybe.
survive. And you'll probably
What
get
happened here? What
Maybe.
is this? What? Calendula.
I told you nobody noticed.
Where the heck is Calendula?
Nobody
She Thanos
noticed.
snapped herself.
She ate an egg.
No.
The egg ate her.
I had her run on top of the egg and then spin into the abyss, and nobody noticed.
I just see a line like right here, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we can't. Unfortunately, we should not give Calendula an egg because she does not come back from that. Unless
Yeah, I
Sumi
don't-
reincarnates her, which I don't think would be a good idea.
Calendula is not a familiar. Calendula is an actual fox. Like
That's what I mean. Unless she casts like reincarnate on her.
Okay, I can't. There's nothing I can do there for this. So
I
it
meant
is
Sumi
just-
could have.
He's
Right.
fine.
I don't. Jesus. All right. Oh,
Hold on, hold on.
He's
I
already
have a fan
dead.
on. I'm trying not to talk that much, okay?
Um,
it does not apply to saving throws.
Fine, but this is only because I don't want you just fucking killing yourself.
Richter eats an egg and just yamcha a crater. Alrighty. Richter, 2d6.
oh, it's 2d6, not 2s6.
9 temp. You had a nice amount of health.
Shut up. All right. All right. Let's see what the damage is.
Richter prepares himself an egg. Perfect
What if
half.
it's perfectly half my health?
Con save at advantage.
hey.
Richter succeeds. Your intelligence goes up to a 9. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Try another one.
Yeah, see now the gambling's come out.
Okay, I know. I've been a known bad gambler. I don't. That's why I don't go back to the casino.
The bad gambler. Da-da-da-da-da.
Really.
Is it my turn?
Yep. Let Meta go. I think it's like we're just like I feel like I just skirted by the skin of my teeth right there. So
Crafts looks at the at the fourth wall camera when he says by the skin on his teeth.
I would take this.
I feel like I knew you were going to say something. I knew you were going to say something.
Sumi, would you like to, or would you like to do any preparation beforehand?
Well, I'm looking at this, and I have to upcast it because I'm out of 3rd level spell slots.
Go ahead, eat it.
So I would get a second person too.
So basically, can you convince an NPC or Crafts to try and blow himself up again?
Or I could blow myself up. Just kidding. Alright, who else
I
wants
can
to
go- I
eat it
can-
with metal?
I'll do it. No one
Alright.
else wants to.
Nope, you said it
Yeah.
first.
Boons for the team.
Oops. Hold on. God. Stop! Wait, second level. Oh, it's 2nd level. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
enhance
go
ability is a second level spell.
Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Okay, you both get that.
Gotta roll again.
It's...
Yeah, 2d6, and if it's higher, then you get more. It's not higher. Metal, 2d6.
Perfect.
Erg. Metal, you gain 9 temp health. And let's start out with well, since Metal is going first, Metal, your egg is con save at advantage.
Oh, we
Metal,
got
you
it.
succeed. Your dexterity, which is your lowest stat, goes up by 1. It is now at 9.
One step closer to not having a negative dex.
Mhm.
He did this before. I
Yeah.
just now realized
Yeah, he's done this.
he's got 100% success rate with the eggs.
All you need.
You just need the high constitution.
Alrighty, and lastly, Richter.
I was wondering if it was going to follow the pattern of keep going down in damage.
And we go back up again. A nat 20. Richter, your intelligence breaks even. You are now up to 10.
All right, I am average. I have no more negative stats. That is what I'm happy about.
You're just a regular guy. No flavor, no spice.
No flavor, no spice.
Okay, that's just rude.
The spice is life.
All right, are you changing it in Foundry? And
Yes.
do I need to change it? And should I change it in?
Yeah, you can go ahead and update your base stats if you want. I gave Metal and Crafts the +1 just through the other modifier. Let Crafts save.
Okay. Yep, I have a +2 added as my other modifier. Woo.
Alright. Alrighty. 6 eggs down, 2 chalk outlines, but nobody's dead.
Richter having experienced no pain. All right, I'm gonna go back and rest. What what would be like the flavor text on like the crit? Is it just being like, man, that was just a great egg?
Word egg.
All right, long rest.
Is that all
Oh.
you wanted to do tonight?
Is there anything else anybody want to do? Because I'm pretty sure we've already done our crafting.
Oh, that reminds me, Jesus, after everything. I don't know if I could like tinker around with my mace, I guess. Like I have a normal mace.
Oh right, yeah, you still have your crafting.
Alrighty, Metal. Go ahead and give me a Smith's Tools.
One sec. There it is.
Alrighty, a 21, so it's a major success. Half the price, so you'll only be spending 25 to boost yourself up.
Hmm.
And go ahead and give me a. Trying to find the tab for it real quick. The 1d20. A 15. Your mace becomes a +1 mace.
Jeez,
Nice.
you're pretty. You're good at getting that +1.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
Wait. So did he know how? He already knew how to make a +1 weapon, or was it +1?
He knew how to make a +1 armor.
Jesus. So you can just okay. So now we just know +1 for both. That's good. Right. Anything else anybody want to do?
Not that I'm aware of.
Nope.
It's for like overnight stuff. Yeah, because I already did my tinkering for the day. I did the
Alright.
potions.
1 sec. Do a quick little pause so I can add the mace to Metals inventory.
I imagined at that moment when everything paused, just crafts, and there's just like a bunch of worms erupt out from underneath them, and he's just like, a terrible fate.
What a terrible day for a curse. All right, long rest time.
Longer rest. Oh, that's supposed to do that. Crafts and Sumi, the two maimed individuals.
It's like the people who actually need the healing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Long rest. Rest.
Of course it did. Let's go off your D&D Beyond thing.
My restorative moments.
And your arrow of launching.
Oh, of course that didn't clear it.
Yeah, my arrow of launching should be at 1, if I remember
Nobody has
correctly.
noticed his token.
What? My token?
Nice.
Ah!
He's the shadow monster man.
You know what? I'm gonna give the left half of my brain some credit. You did not go with a black joke. Ah! Good news, everyone. I'm not I'm not red anymore.
I'm back from the material plane.
I'm back from the
Hey.
A material plane, back
Back
to
from
the
the
Hey,
water
guys.
regular.
dimension.
Hey guys, my name's Kraft. I just fell into another dimension and now I'm back. Ask me anything.
He's
Except
an
about the
isekai
dimension.
protagonist.
Except about the dimension, I signed an NDA.
He's an isekai protagonist, you say?
I mean,
You know,
I can-
Kat, there's one problem with that.
We're
It needs
all
to be a
isekai
truck.
protagonists?
Yeah, there needs to be truck. Jesus, was not looking at the screen, and I looked over and I just saw a truck, and I was like, "Oh God!" All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back too. I shall return.
Anybody even
Uh,
here?
Alrighty. So a thought occurred while I was in the bathroom. You guys wanted to feed the eggs benediction to Vice. So Vice would have had to make 2 egg saves. So Nice will see it twice. And I'm gonna roll it with advantage just so it's both at once. So this is how the fight would have started.
Oh, if Vice had eaten the eggs?
Yes, if Vice had eaten the eggs benediction. He would have succeeded on the first one, failed on the second one. So he would take 39 points of force damage, and his charisma would go up to 6.
Him?
So what would have happened is you guys would have seen just Vice eat the eggs, then his face become a slightly more chiseled jawline.
As a little bomb explodes.
Crafts in the background. He's been mewing off camera.
It's a new
Alright,
day.
it's a new day. You know what that means. Transition to daylight. And the campfire goes
So-
out.
Can I craft but also investigate something I have?
Yes, investigating is not a crafting.
Alright, I'm gonna be making some more regular potions.
Alrighty.
God damn
With a 20, making regular potions. So
it. I
with a
know, god
25,
damn it.
that's a major success. So this one will only cost you 25. Go figure. And give me 2d4. you get Calendula. You were able to craft up 6 potions of healing.
All right. I don't know why Calendula did those, but cool.
Also, for whoever's
Calendula
next.
wearing goggles.
For whoever's next.
We've got to cook, Jesse. We've got to cook, Sumi.
All right. I'll try another poison.
You know what?
Wanna-
Get me that. Give me Sumi and Calendula as Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
Which one's which? I feel like
You figure that out.
Calendula is the cook. Sumi's Jesse.
Sumi, we need to cook.
The idea that Sumi is following a fox's recipe on how to make meth.
God, that would be. Didn't Jesse like initially teach it?
Yes.
No.
Well, started it. Did mainly
Yeah,
the
he had start-
promotionals.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make a poison. What and I can either do whatever. I don't have anything else specifically poison on me. Is there anything you may want me to try with, Kat?
Hmm.
The crawler mucus is already considered a poison, so you will not be able to use
Yeah, it's my
that one.
contact mucus that I
Yeah.
have. I'd rather not use that.
Fair. I was just asking.
You could make scorpion poison by scrapping the scorpion stinger. You could also. Where's that purple worm thing you had, Kat? Oh, juvenile purple worm venom sac. You could also work with that one. It's not as potent as a purple worm, but still pretty good.
All right. So that would be Sumi's
And
turn.
that's if Sumi wants to give it to you.
Yeah,
I mean, what are you using it for?
making poison.
No.
Right. What about the scorpion stinger?
Sure.
Okay. Scorpions.
Go ahead and give me a poison or poison kit.
Is it advantage or
Yes, advantage because you have the feat.
Plus 1d4.
All right. That's a critical success. Give me that 1d4. That's a 28. Good roll. Alrighty, so I'm just going to slap this in here. Do this. Pick and roll. Just so you see the stinger information. So, giant scorpion stinger. It's a DC 12 con save, and you'll take 4d10 poison damage on a failed save. Because of the critical, you make 2 vials of giant scorpion venom, or giant scorpion poison. So, let me make those items real quick.
I can go in the ammo bag as well.
Yeah. I would like to go over real quick. The giant scorpion has a more lethal poison than the phase spider. Because phase spider is 48. Giant scorpion. Poison. Icon. Creatures. There's a scorpion and the invertebrates. You know what? Close enough, I guess. Whatever. You get a spider. A pull up the giant scorpion so I can copy paste for you. Why is it what? "2024 neutered the giant scorpion." There's no
Unfortunate
longer
news.
there's no longer a con save. You just take 2d10 poison damage, which is half of what you dealt before.
Well, it's guaranteed damage now, I guess.
I guess, but it doesn't even poison you now.
Yeah, I can see that being problematic.
I mean, I don't think it initially does poisons you. I think it just does the poison damage.
No, it poisoned you. Look in the
Oh.
chat box. Oh wait. No, it just deals the poison damage. I did.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was like, what, you see something that I don't?
Still half damage. It just basically guarantees you take at least 2d10 of damage. It's a Constitution flat DC 12.
It's literally just you automatically pass.
Yeah. Scorpion poison. You have 2. Already added to your inventory.
All right.
I'm also removing the face spider venom part of your silken venom.
Yeah, I saw that. You do that earlier.
See. There's your ammo pouch. Ammo pouch. Add an item.
Also, I've been having it run at 62 this whole time, and my room is still very hot.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Richter, opening up your ammo pouch. So you got phase spider venom and giant scorpion poison. Some item. Spider poison, just to keep track of the items for you. So you can keep track in D&D Beyond, I mean. Ideally, we would just be using Foundry from here on out, but it's kind of difficult.
What do you mean?
So what? Oh, why is it difficult in Foundry?
No, why would we be using it?
No, that is what I would like. It's like it's hard to level up outside of Foundry. Or it's hard to level up in Foundry.
Oh, you mean just for sheets?
Yeah. Alrighty. That's Richter's crafting out of the way, and Sumi's as well. Who else would like to do something?
No, I think I'll sit or well, nah, I think I'll save mine just in case.
Just in case. You want to do something else, Sumi?
Yes. Yes, I would. There's something I would like to look into.
Mhm.
You? Uh-huh.
For the class.
1 second, I'm trying to find where I put it.
It's not in your Foundry inventory.
God damn it. Why isn't it in my
Because I
Foundry
can't
inventory?
I can't re-import your character.
Oh. I'm going to investigate the tome.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a... Let me look at the checks real quick.
I'm just gonna use guidance on myself, I guess.
You can use an Arcana, an Investigation, a History, or a Religion.
Alright, so we got a -2, a -2, a +1, or a +4. Hold on. Oh yeah. It's big.
With a 22, looking over this finely crafted tome, the 4 chains on it still holding strong, save for the crack in one of them. You would discover that this thing is pretty much just a priceless tome. Every detail about it's just finely crafted, and a deep care has been put into the creation and caring of this tome.
Can
As for what price it could be, you simply put priceless.
I don't remember if I noted this down. What cracked the chain?
From what you had gathered about it, by the way, for customize, you can just go into customize and add it into the notes for it if you want to keep track of it. There are 8 chains in total on it. 4 chains are broken. 1 chain has a crack in it, with 3 secure. And
Wait,
you
hold
had
on. Hold on. There's 8 chains.
yes, 4 are broken. 4 are still intact, but one of those 4 is cracked.
Okay. I've added that.
And with the 20, without being able to open up the book, that is all you could gather. Or 22.
I see. When I got it, did the one crack or was it already cracked?
It was already cracked.
Well, don't we have... We have 4 artifacts, yes? Hold on.
What you have written in terms of notes on it is gold chains are on the tome from Sun Mask. Thousand calls the one who chained it up, and her flower I watch Sumi. Sujir is impartial to this.
No, we have... Do we have 4 or 5 artifacts?
You have 4.
Okay, that's what I thought. So maybe... I'm guessing the 5th one is cracked because we're about to get it. So we probably need all the artifacts. You know what? Hold on. I have a theory. Let me write this down. So, Sumi's theory is each chain is connected to an artifact and breaks when we obtain it or have it nearby. And if we get all of the artifacts and we have the tome, it will open, and maybe that's how we get out. Maybe this is like how we're transported, because she said you use all the artifacts and then that's how you get sent out. So maybe this
Thought the
book
portal
is...
was in town.
Yeah, and maybe this opens it. So like you open it and you do your magic and you have all the items and then it sends you out.
Do you think the book's the exit?
I don't know. I think it helps open it probably. I mean, at least it seems like it's connected. I mean, when we get the next artifact, we'll know for sure if the chain that's cracked breaks.
Yeah, but that's only one of the chains.
Yeah.
There are
4 of them are
on there?
broken, 1 of them is
Oh.
cracked, 3 of them are intact. Listen, Jellyman.
Yeah. There's still 4 other ones.
Yeah. And we're gonna get them. So when we get our next artifact, if this chain that is cracked breaks, we will know that they're connected.
That is a theory, yes.
Oh, wait, this is an Arcana check. My bad. I apologize profusely.
Wait, does this...
You get a completely different set of information.
Oh.
I
Forget
thought
everything you know. Forget everything.
No, you still gather the information from the Arcana check. But you also gather some more. Yes.
My brain is overheating from the heat. I can barely remember what we were talking about before this. Okay.
So, with a 20 Arcana, you would realize 2 things. First and foremost, Varys lied to you guys. He said it was a magical spell tome, which was tied to the artifacts. It is not a magical spell tome at all. The Chained Book of the Broken Moon is a phylactery.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it is!
I'm bringing out the Sending Stone.
Not only is it a phylactery, it is also a magic item which you can use the power from, should you desire.
Oh, that
The power
that
from?
does not sound good.
Remember the tome that Rise had in Galen Odell?
No.
No.
The thing he was able to use whatever spell he wanted 3 times a day?
Oh.
Yeah, the Tome of Spells?
Yeah.
The Tome of Spells that allows you to cast any spell as long as you know
Do
it?
you think she would know?
This is a once per day, it's actually balanced. You can cast a 5th level spell. If you cannot cast at 5th level, then you cast up to your max level and you can cast for free once a day.
So we could cast 3rd level
It is also an
spells.
attunement item.
A free 3rd level spell. Does it have to be something I know?
Yes.
3rd level spell.
I'm going to add it into general because I need to make it in D&D Beyond, then give it to Craft so I can give it to you in Foundry.
Alright, I'm breaking out the Sending Stone. Ashana! Ashana! Wake
One
up!
moment.
Meanwhile, Kara and Tara just staring. Huh? You what?
Your DM only has so many mouths that can speak at once. Please
I
be
know,
patient.
I'm being silly. I'm being funny. I just like to imagine they're just staring like, what? It's a what? Guys, if we break this book, how many do you think she has left? Wait,
Well,
what
technically, they
happens
should
if
only
you
have
break a
one.
lich's phylactery?
They can't come back.
Oh.
And depending on how it sources their power, as soon as they run out of energy, they just die.
Wait.
This is what gives them immortality.
But her phylactery is in here. Isn't this place a phylactery?
Initially, we thought that this whole place was.
So is it not a phylactery if this is a phylactery?
It could be some weird trick where where this entire place is inside this phylactery, so the only way out is to go in.
So we have to open this book and put our heads in it?
Really, our whole bodies, but
How do you put
yes.
your body in a book? Do we have to shrink ourselves?
I mean, are you not aware that a phylactery itself is usually just a slip of paper in a box?
I'm not a lich.
No. But right, I
I
forget.
don't know any liches.
No, first off, neither do I. Oh, until recently, until her. But
I don't talk to liches about their phylacteries.
I don't either.
They
I
don't
read it in
teach
a
you
book.
about liches anywhere. I've never learned about
Not around.
anything.
I forgot. Look, I forgot that you grew up in the woods. All right.
How did you forget that?
Huh?
How'd you forget
Because
that?
we've been in here for a bit. Okay.
I mean, it's
I
only
like to
been
think that
like
I
a
like to think
couple
people have more
months.
humble up. I like to think people have some humble upbringings. But you, no, literally wild child. I keep
I think
forgetting
it's
that.
been like 4 or 5 months.
We did
Just-
spend a lot of time crafting
Well, also the travel.
and the
Yeah.
traveling. Either way, it's just well, you remember my magic rope, my rope trick, if you would.
Uh-huh.
Think of it like that. When you go into the hole in order to go to a place. In order to get out of the place, you got to go into the hole again. It's like a door. Get into the room, you got to go through the door. To get out of the room, you got to go through the door.
What does this have to do with phylacteries?
How you get out? This is the door, and it's locked.
Does anyone know knock?
That's actually not yet, anyway. Technically, not yet.
What level is that?
Knock is a level 2 spell.
2? I thought it was a 3.
Nope.
And I would have known that spell.
Nope, we can't learn it. A paladin can!
Perhaps you're an artificer.
Oath of Zeal.
Yeah,
You can learn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but I will tell you from your Arcana check, Sumi, the knock spell would not cause any effect. If you were to cast knock and a casting of knock, a casting of dispel magic,
Actually, no, I don't
would
get knock.
both need to be cast at level 8 or higher to be able to dispel the chains on this book. So basically, borderline impossible.
We just gotta level up Sykes.
To level 8, or to be able to cast level 8 spells.
What level do you have to be?
17.
17,
Or
yeah.
no,
Oh, so
15.
that's never happening in this
15
campaign.
for level 8 spells. Did they remove knock
From what?
from artificers? Because I swear Kobe had it. No, Kobe was only level 3, so Kobe wouldn't have gotten it at all.
Oh, yeah.
It feels weird that artificers don't get knock.
Yeah. Well, it's because we get arcane lock, but we don't get knock.
Hmm. Congratulations, you made an impenetrable lock. You can't open it. What?
No, I mean as long as I'm the only one opening it, I do get to open it.
Yeah, I just have dispel magic.
Alrighty. So with all that information gathered, I'm going to, first off, pen this just for now so I don't forget it. With all that information gathered, you would note as Sumi seems to go a bit pale learning it. She quickly pulls out her sending stone and contacts Ashana. What do you say?
Ashana, where are you listening?
Yes, I'm always listening. How can I help you?
Are you alone?
You'll hear some silence. I am now.
Varys lied.
Who is Ferris?
The old guy in the tower.
The librarian?
Yes.
Okay. What did he lie about?
This. Remember that tome? Wait, did we show you a tome?
The old chained up book.
Yeah, did we show you that? The old chained up book?
No, I don't believe you guys ever brought it out during. Yeah, you never brought it out while you were in the inn. So Ashana wouldn't have seen it.
Okay, so she's gonna move away from crafts.
Recap Yap.
No, she's gonna move away from crafts and then recap Yap. Okay, basically, he said it's connected to the artifacts, right? After we got it. She'll explain how they got it. It's a phylactery.
A silence followed by. Second? Need to close down a bunch of pages so I could read something. Ashana would quietly respond. Okay, yes, and how does this pertain to the librarian lying?
He looked over it and he's really smart about magic and he didn't say that. And he said it was something else.
I see.
So he withheld that and he didn't tell us. And we've just been carrying it around.
Oh. Hey? Well, don't force your souls into it, and I don't know.
He should be monitored. Maybe he's not who he says he is.
Well, he left town a few days back, about the same time you did.
Didn't we tell him to go somewhere? Am I gaslighting myself? Did he
I thought
just
he
run?
left off like a note.
Yeah, he left a note, but then we talked to him the next day.
Yeah. He was out of town, then came back the next day, and you guys talked to him. I think then you immediately left.
I'm trying to remember if he said he was going anywhere. I don't know.
I don't believe so. I
Okay,
might be wrong, but
hold on.
it's been a while.
Let me see if I have any notes. Um,
Your notes on April 13th, all you got was gold
Yeah.
chains are on the tome. Is believed that Tazengal was doing this, and Sujir was impartial to this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Well, that's really weird that he left, because he was gone, and he left a note that he'd be gone. And then he was back and we talked to him, and now he's gone again, and he keeps leaving town, and that's really weird.
I mean, you guys aren't the only ones to come and go from town. Uh, I know the scouting group tries to explore the north a lot,
Yeah,
but doesn't
but
go very far past the barricade.
he's not saying anything, and he doesn't have anyone going with him.
He's a capable wizard, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, with the information of him not telling us it's a phylactery, it's a little weird.
I'm just a druid. I stare at the stars all the time. I
Yeah.
can't really help you. Do
I'm
you want me
not-
to pass you to someone smarter?
No, I'm not saying you have to follow him. I'm just saying, like, maybe people should be aware that he's being weird and withholding information. That's important.
You can't hear me, but I'm shrugging.
I don't know,
I don't know.
maybe
I don't know what to do with this information other than to keep an eye on him. But he's not
I'd
here right
say,
now, and that's all I can give you.
like, I don't know. I'd say tell Wilfred, but I don't think Wilfred's a good person to tell. I'd say tell Leftwing, but I don't think that's a good idea either. I don't know. Just like make sure he's not doing weird cult things, because we had weird cult things happen before, you know? Well, you don't know, but we had weird cult things happen before.
Just a quiet. I understand. I think. Um,
I don't know. Use your best judgment and, like, make sure people know that weird things are going on. Anyway, so yeah, phylactery, we got it. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. It seems to be connected to the artifacts. Anyway, we're gonna go.
I wish you luck on your endeavors.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Kara's just going to kind of put her hands together. So what do we do with this information?
I don't know. Do like is it like the soul coin? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Did Sumi's what?
At this point, I don't remember who has the soul coin. I'm just going to assume
Crafts.
it's Crafts.
Crafts. I mean, is it like that where she can just kind of listen? I'd assume not if she hasn't done anything. I don't know. Crafts, can you look at this? Does this have the same magic as the soul coin with listening?
What are you showing me? What is this?
The book.
Sure. I guess I could take a look.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check, and you can do so at advantage because Tara will be assisting.
Oh, I was just gonna say, The spell. I was just gonna say the spell.
Oh, identify?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I
Or
mean, I can
is
do
it
that
detect
too.
magic? Whichever one figures out if it looks like the soul coin, basically.
Well, the soul. If I do it to I'll be able to see the types. Types of magic on it, or I could just use identify to tell me everything it knows about this.
Yeah, identify works.
Alright.
I don't know. I mean, we could also do both. We could do identify and then detect magic.
Or actually, I forgot I can ritual cast, so ignore that.
10 minutes later.
Yeah.
10 minutes later,
He's
you
looking at
identify. You use identify on the book, and
Yeah.
doing a no. I'm saying this is what I'm narrating it. You identify the book, and you learn what is currently in the group notes. Once it is a phylactery that once per day you can cast one spell from your class list to a max cast of level 5, or your max casting level, whichever is lower.
Does it tell me whose it is?
It does not show you whose it is. With Identify, you would just see that it is a phylactery, and with this, you would simply see the magic or the necrotic magic within being of a tremendous amount of power, like that of a lich.
And then what about detect magic?
He would learn that it is necromancy and enchantment.
Does that mean it can listen?
It does not appear to have any listening properties.
Hmm. How do we not get our souls sucked into it?
Don't bond with it and have the magic like work together.
So don't attune to it.
Well, that and don't do the ritual.
The ritual?
So there's essentially a magic ritual involved with this. It involves like the blood of children, like some type
Mm-hmm.
of soul. Yeah. And like some other a bunch of a bunch of evil things that like somebody who is desperate to live forever would find willing to collect in order to make function. And essentially you use it, you make the parchment, you make the ink, I think, out of the blood of children, um, and a bunch of other stuff. And then you essentially do a ritual to, as you write the spell, the ritualistic spell into it, it binds your soul to it. It's essentially a contract with the parchment in the box that as long as it exists, the lich exists.
That's a lot of
And
papers. Are these all just different phylacteries? She looks at the various pages.
there might be just one in there.
Well, you can't open the book, so
Well, no, but she can look at the side of it.
yeah, looking at the side of it, it's a pretty thick book, all things considered.
Yeah, so to be honest, it could very much just be this is a wizard's spell book, and like one of the pages is their actual phylactery page. In all honesty, that's
Don't
probably what
wizards
it
need a
is.
spellbook to cast?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Why
have
the
to
fuck
be.
is the recipe for the Lichning potion in here? I was trying to see what magic a phylactery has on it, and there's a pop-up for the Lichny potion, which is what the Lich has to take.
Yeah. But
The following ingredients had to be mixed together in the specific order under the light of a full moon. 2 drops of pure distillate arsenic, 1 drop of pure distillate belladonna, 1 quart of blood from a human infant killed by wyvern venom, 1 quart of blood from a non-human humanoid killed by a phase spider, 1 quart of blood from an individual affected with vampirism, 1 simmered intact heart from a humanoid killed by a mixture of arsenic and belladonna poisoning, 7 sets of ground up reproductive glands from the giant moths killed within a 10-day, 1 pint or more fresh phase spider venom less than a month old, and 1 pint or more of fresh wyvern venom less than 2 months old.
Yeah, that.
In addition, the
Good
soul
lord,
of a
that is-
sentient creature whose blood was used in the potion had to be sacrificed to the phylactery.
Jesus, good lord, how do liches even happen?
How the fuck did they find out this is how you do it?
The very first lich, actually.
Put this together and what do you got? Has a heart attack, dies, comes back. Hey, it worked!
Yeah.
How many liches or would-be liches did they go through to get to this?
2, I think, actually.
Anyway, a lot of effort to kill yourself dramatically.
Slowly, but the thing is, though, it's like, oh, you get to live forever. Super cool. Yeah, it turns out that that is a heavy burden on the human mind, and most of them can't handle it, so they go insane.
And there's Vecna.
Why do so many people want to extend their life?
Hubris. I don't know.
Here.
Ego, fear.
Meanwhile, Sumi staring.
I
Meanwhile,
thought you said beer. I'm like, I'd imagine
Brrr!
that for some
Sumi
people, maybe. Yeah.
staring, Richter staring, Metal staring, Crafts kind of staring. We're all
mean,
just like,
let's
why would
be
anyone
honest.
want to extend their life extra?
Kara and Sumi, who become basically immortal once they hit level 20. Richter, who's already basically immortal. Metal, who's already basically immortal. The
Just
gelatin.
need a bit of oil now and
I
then.
will have to actually revive to like
I mean,
get my hammer back.
technically, crafts can be immortal, but it's like Soma style immortal.
That's that I don't know if that's an immortal you want.
Mitosis.
Yeah, it's mitosis because whenever I mitoticize and create a new being, I can choose to give that being parts of my knowledge. Thus, so that they have something to do once I've mitoticized, I give them parts of my ability and parts of my knowledge. And thus, I have somebody who can do that job that I don't have
So,
to do, and
do
I
you
can just
just
relearn to do it.
Crafts just sitting there. Liches are so stupid, just mitosis.
So Crafts,
Of
when
which,
you mitosis, do you become worse and they just become a better you?
no, they become an entirely new individual based off of me and another plasmoid, and I am able to give them information that I have
So they
in order
become a
for them
better
to
you because they
instantly.
also have other information from the other one.
They're still missing all the other information I didn't give them. One can hope that you create something better by having two individuals with like abilities and then having faults of theirs not be transferred over, thus
Just mixing
creating a
jello
new
flavors.
whole. Thus creating a better new whole that
Everyone
is
else, why
better
are we
than the
just
two
talking about why are we talking
sum of
about
two
having
parts.
kids?
They are not my child, they're me.
Yeah, but better or worse?
Depends on who the other pairing is
I'm gonna
and
assume
what we
better.
decide to give
And
them.
wait,
It is technically entirely
You
possible
can
for me
just
to give
choose
them
not to give
all
your
of.
children knowledge?
Yes.
just gonna
Why?
have
Fuck
Richter
you.
run out. Well, wait, why do you call it mitosis if it requires another person? Fuck
You, room temperature IQ.
Oh
What?
no, it
What?
doesn't. It doesn't require another person. We just usually do it with another plasmoid by exchanging an arm with each other, thus forming a new cell that then transfers some of the information from the other plasmoid, thus hopefully creating another plasmoid that has a better sum of the two parts. So, for example, myself, I was given great intelligence at the detriment of my forebearer, who is no longer intelligent.
So you'll
But given
downgrade
his
yourself when you
intelligence,
make a better you.
you make a better new you. But the
That
thing
sounds like a
is
lot
you
of
don't give
effort.
them. You don't give them your memories, so therefore they can become their own individual and have their own memories. But it is entirely possible for us to give them everything, leaving behind a husk with nothing and a new individual with everything. But it's sort of, how do I put it? Almost culturally and morally taboo to do that, because the whole point of the plasmoid's reproduction, our reproduction, is to create a better new whole, brighter future and all that.
Assuming glancing to carry. That's just a lot of effort. Wow.
It's like parenthood with extra steps.
Yes, except they're my sibling / me.
That just sounds.
Well, it's because I got my genetic information from grandfather. Grandfather is a plasmoid
Craft,
boss.
Craft is from Space, Alabama.
And
A
then call me
plasmoid
a
boss.
yapper.
A plasmoid boss, so to
It's
speak.
one charisma and becomes the
We get a
town
different
yapper.
name. No. A plasmoid boss of my species is essentially a greater plasmoid who has the ability to self-replicate multiple times, thus creating new individuals who they don't have to lose genetic information in order to create a new body.
So you can only have one kid unless you're special.
No, we can have 3.
So you can only have 3 kids unless you're special.
Yes.
Do you just have to lose your arms, but you can't lose 2 legs? You can only lose 1 leg?
Oh, no, the arms grow back. It's just you lose enough genetic material that you won't be able to do it again.
So you make yourself worse. You do downgrade yourself.
Yes, but it's not like I can't just relearn how to read a book.
But you can't relearn how to read a book if you lose how to learn. You need somebody to teach you.
No, the ability to learn is not an ability that is teachable. Information, for example, my ability in the information of how to build these machines, I could just pass it on to an offspring. That individual would then have all the knowledge of how to build these machines, while I would no longer have it, but I have the ability to still just relearn how to make all these machines again.
Why don't you just teach them how to make machines and keep the knowledge?
That's what we usually do. We instead give them parts of the ability of speech and common knowledge.
So
We
you
then
forget
share
how
that
to
information
speak?
we can, yes.
Why?
So that they can teach me how to speak properly, and then I teach them to speak more advanced.
Why don't you just teach them and then they just teach somebody else? Why are you giving them your knowledge and making them teach you? They're a baby.
No. We have no child stage.
Why is this backwards? Why don't you just
Terra
teach
and Terra
them?
just both blankly staring forward.
And again, it's not like there's like a great loss in this exchange. There is no losing of
Yeah,
anything.
but the years you could be teaching them, you're making them teach you again. Isn't it easier to learn?
No, we're teaching each other and cutting the time in half.
Are you?
Yes. That's kind of the whole point. We're exponentially growing. That's why we're heavily held back by other species. Because we're in such a way exponentially growing that we're catching up to some of the older races.
Didn't you crash land here?
On an escape pod.
Why were
Can't
you
really drive that,
escaping?
now can I? I
If you're,
told you this.
I mean, I guess.
I was escaping from my imprisonment inside of my essentially enslaved state. I found my way to freedom and I ran with secret information on how to build a certain mechanized machine.
The
That
thing with
was
that
top
rock?
secret. No, not this one. This is just this is just an exosuit. No,
No, the
I
rock.
need more. What?
The rock.
What? My mutation rock.
The radiant rock.
Yes, that's inside of this exosuit right now. This is what powers the exosuit. That's my battery.
Oh. Terra staring.
No, Terra helped build it.
Yeah, she was there for this.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I have the information in order to create an even greater one. But what's secret about it? What made it so special, is that that one had special intelligence. As I look over at Metal, like him,
So you'll just
Like
make a bigger
Navas.
a
metal.
self, a self, a self-sustaining AI that requires no programming.
So like Navas.
No, Novos needed programming and guidance. I don't know how he, pointing at Metal again, how he was made in order to have such a self-learning, autonomous, without programming consciousness. But I have a secret. I know how to make one
A surprise
through
told
my
millions
imprisonment.
later.
So you don't know how it works,
This
but you
is
know
what
how to do it.
I know how to do it. I want to see how it works in order to fully understand it.
Well, I think he's also saying that he just doesn't know the specific way of how metal was done.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
Metal does it. I know how to make the one I know how to make work. But just because I know how to make it doesn't
So-
mean I know how it
So how
fully
big is
functions.
it? Is it like gonna be a cardinal?
About.
Well, how are you gonna even get the resources for that?
Time. And
Uh-huh.
we've seen a lot of leftover metal around. There's a lot of just metal lying around this place.
Also above board, I'd like to imagine we've just started walking and talking.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I probably do have to call it soon.
Hey, no worries, no worries. But that's the point of what I'm doing here. I escape pod away from my imprisonment because I knew I can't go back home. Because if I go back home, they're going to hunt me down, and that's going to put my village in danger. So, in order to keep them safe, they don't know where I went. They literally do not have the knowledge. Therefore, it cannot be extracted from them. And so, since the longer I stay away from them, I'm here, they're safe.
Richter,
Yeah.
you would know that when Butcher arrived, that is the exact reason he arrived on the planet. He crashed and had to repair his ship, but then discovered he was on the right place.
Returns like
There's no check needed because he told you this when he taught you how to use a firearm.
Trav kind of got something to tell you.
Huh.
You know the guy that's telling you about Butcher?
Yes, the
hunting
man
you?
who's apparently hunting me.
Yeah, he kind of just got lucky and landed on this planet too.
Yes, we talked about this.
We did.
Well, we talked about how you've met him, and the fact that you've met him, and as far as I'm aware, you've never left this planet. I hope. God, if you guys were spacefaring, oh, what a world we'd be living in! Cavemen in space.
You shut up.
I think space is a little overrated, personally.
It really is. Have you ever seen a vampire pirate clown?
No.
I
No, and I don't think I really care to.
Good, because they're also cannibals.
Oh yeah. Did you remember anything about that general that you saw?
Hey, I just want to state, Sumi, Richter, from your memories, from your
Oh.
memories of Shardor, you have met a vampire pirate.
Wait. I can't. No!
Yeah,
Oh!
the bell ringing. Yeah.
Wait.
which one are you talking about?
I remember that one thing from that one memory.
I mean, look, it's like, I mean, like if we're talking about like the clown thing, then we're talking about like the main one.
Sumi
But-
will describe it.
Yeah, what do you describe?
Sumi and Richter, you would be describing. I'm just going to throw his token on the map. 5A10.
Oh, that fucker.
Oh.
Well, I say that fucker affectionately. He was okay. Almost bled out, but that's alright.
Yeah.
He's a
Thank-
reliable guy, kinda. I mean, he was a nice guy. He wasn't that bad. I mean, he helped us with the Pandora stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we really
And a
gave
bit
him
with the augmenters.
And the augmenters.
A lot of ups and
Yeah.
downs in this description of this fella.
a-
Just like the vampire pirate clowns.
I mean, you said that they're like
Well, he wasn't a
cannibals
clown.
and make him seem bad, but he was fine. I mean, he helped us.
I don't think. Well, he wasn't a clown, so I don't think it's the same person,
Well, he was
the same type.
he was with the troop.
Yeah.
Because that was his alias.
Oh,
But
no,
he
no,
fought he
they're-
fought against Pandora with us though, so I think
Well,
he'd
no,
be on
he
our
was one of
side.
the. He was one of the soul operators, wasn't he? What would
He was with the Rakdos troop
yeah, he was
under Pandora, but he was a double agent working for the what do I call you guys?
Protector? I don't know.
No, not the Protector.
It's like I want to say like Crimson something, but
He was part of the Crimson Talon,
I was right.
which your characters were from. He was a double agent for the Rakdos Circus.
Yeah. We'll say
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, no, that looks pretty close to fitting their description.
I mean, that place was much
Meanwhile,
more
Tara
advanced.
Did he eat anybody?
Tara's just like, you guys were what? Huh?
Carrie's just kind of sitting there with her hands together, and it's like, so the two people who have never left this planet have somehow met more spacefaring races.
Yeah.
No, well, Victoria's like, have you told Tara? Just over to
Talking about
assuming.
what?
Huh?
Oh,
No.
There, this is probably a really weird conversation to her.
I mean, like, I kind of talked about it when we were walking, but there were other things to talk about.
When we were dealing with one of the times with forgot who we were dealing with.
We were
that
with
reminder.
Nahelia and Sujir. We had just gotten back to town.
Yeah.
And Sujir was talking about how there was a new general and she was really angry about it.
And describing this general triggered memories. in
Ooh,
us.
I lost concentration.
I'm just
Memories.
removing it to
Memories
organize.
from, I guess, a different life.
Yeah, it was like a different life.
So, and like, it was a much more advanced world.
It's kind
And
of like how you guys describe your world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's really weird having
we-
kind of like the memories of the knowledge of an artificer without the actual knowledge.
like, because at one point we fought Pandora, right? And
Yeah.
we kind of won, and then like this hand grabbed her, took her away, and then Pandora talked to us and was like, "I'm gonna get you," and it's like, "Uh-oh."
Pandora was a direct servant of Rakdos. Rakdos was even at the show.
Well, not a servant, more so just trying to like impress and entertain. I guess a servant, more so like
yeah.
a cult follower.
You'll hear Tara kind of choke a little bit and go, I'm sorry, Rakdos himself was at the circus?
Yeah,
it was a weird one.
I remember like we whatever, we kind of just made it unbearable, and then he got bored and he left.
We just didn't fight.
Yeah.
So he kind of got bored and left, and Pandora got mad, and then
Fought us.
fought us, and then after the end of that, looking back now, Tazengal had reached in, grabbed Pandora, apparently
Mhm.
making a new deal.
Ooh.
What?
I tabbed over to World of IO briefly, and they have a tag now, so I swapped mine to that.
I didn't even see tags from.
If your server has 3 or more boosts, then 3 or more server boosts, then they can make a tag. So Nathan Paradise could have one.
Huh.
Anyway.
Too bad I don't control that place.
All right. Okay, but we dealt with a lot in that place. But I mean, honestly, looking back now, I think the Rakdos thing was probably the craziest thing. Those memories.
You don't remember that huge monstrosity?
Well, I just mean for someone who like doesn't understand. I mean, yeah, the thing that was the size of like 3 buildings put together probably was pretty crazy.
Terrible links.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
giant
basically,
mutation monster, I want to say.
Sumi, as a yapper, is going to summarize everything. I'll let you summarize everything because I'm dying and I want to turn my fan on.
Okay. So to go over the story of Shardor, basically, Sumi and Richter's characters in Shardor, Arthur and Mutra, they were hired by the Crimson Talons, a discreet band of mercenaries who works for whoever pays the most, and their ranks vary by predatory birds in terms of titles and whatnot. Their leader is Black Eagle. They were trained up underneath a assassin known by the name of Red Hawk, and what he basically did is he trained them up and said, "Okay, as your first contract, the group called the Humanities Hopeful are asking for aid, so go work for them." Party goes to where they meet a warforged by the name of President Steele, the leader of the Hopeful. He explains that, hey, these 3 groups are what's causing Shardor itself, which is a giant floating city. These groups are going to continuously destroy Shardor until we get rid of them and save what little remains of the living people here. So the party is then sent out to go deal with the Augmenters, a group of 4 individuals who augmented their bodies using the mutations that are basically a apocalyptic virus. They were able to mutate themselves to take on different forms, become stronger, even install cybernetics to what in normal people would be a beyond lethal degree. To them, it'd just kind of be second nature. They were able to go stop the Augmenters by killing their leader and convincing the rest that, hey, this isn't the way, you need to work with us or the city will fall out of the sky. Because the Augmenters were draining a tremendous amount of power with a perpetual party inside of what used to be a Church of Lathander. After dealing with the Augmenters, the party then went on to the Rakdos Circus, a circus of psychotic performers dedicated to the Demon Lord Rakdos himself. Going through the circus, they took out the heads of the circus, so the star performers, basically, then went on to the performance stage to deal with the ringleader Pandora. During the fight, they kept just making the fight boring for Rakdos. They would purposefully flub shots or have the cultist members just not die or not be able to hit them. And eventually Rakdos just said, fuck it, this place is boring. You've bored me for the last time, Pandora. He got up and just left. Which Pandora immediately snapped and tried to kill everybody at the performance as a sorry, I got a random message from my mom. I'll check it out in a
Retaliation.
second. As retaliation for their failure. The trio beat down Pandora to a near pulp, and then Pandora was pulled away by what they're assuming is a hand of Tazangul into a different world, this world. After dealing with Pandora, the party then all gathered together, as well as the Humanity's Hopeful, to do a last stand against the mutants, known as the mutants under the Hive Mother. So, I'm pulling up their tab real quick. Hive.
I thought you were about to swap over and show it.
No. Facing off against the Hive, the party headed through an old laboratory, which known as Better You Inc. The lab was basically dedicated to the betterment of humanity, and with some alien DNA, a violent backfire happened, and the mutation virus began. Finding their way through the lab, they placed down a warhead, which would basically annihilate any of the mutated virus that was found inside of anything. Basically, if you were within the blast radius and you had the mutant virus, you would die. And
If you have the cancer, you die.
yeah. And the party, who all three had parts of it, fled the scene.
Did Mutra?
Unbeknownst, yeah, Mutra had it. The full-on DNA was mutant.
Oh, right. She never took an augmentation, but she herself was cancer.
Yeah, and Arthur took a Cerberus. Arthur took a few mutations. You could only have 3 mutations, otherwise the virus would take over.
You also could
So
have cybernetics.
see it as a augmentation attunement slot. You could have more on you, you just could not apply them, or they could take over and you could mutate into a beast. Which the Apexes are basically people who went beyond their limits, or were infected by a more potent strand. Heading out and fleeing the scene so they could detonate the warhead, the warhead was being tracked by President Steele, who said, "The warhead itself is moving." To which, I'm just going to show the token, so a better description of this several building-sized beast, which the Hive Mother took her form. Which the party then
You
had
forgot
to...
the hands.
The Hive Mother took her form and immediately assaulted the party. Arthur and Mutra, as well as those they had befriended along the way, were able to fight down and destroy the Hive Mother after enough time had passed, and they had basically saved the whole city, because with the mutation gone, with the heart of the mutation gone, the virus could no longer spread as rapidly, since there was no hive mind to control it. President Steele attained some of the what's it called? Basically a prime strand of the virus, so that they could study it and reverse engineer it, so that they could, instead of destroying everything with the warhead, cure those who are affected and hopefully bring back what little remained of Shardor. Upon going back, Arthur and Mutra got their final payment, and with everything done and accounted for, they started making their way to leave the Humanity's Hopeful, because they weren't part of it. They were part of the Crimson Talons, and they wanted to go on to their next job, since they had basically just made a fucking fortune by doing this. Humanity's Hopeful gave them every penny. On their way out of the vault, which the Hopeful were hiding in, portals ripped out from under them, and familiar hands shot up from the portal and grabbed them all, pulling them in, as well as Mutra's daughter Nanlo and a alien by the name of Morimi. As to their fates currently, it is unknown.
And Leos.
and Leos, Arthur's artificer steel defender. I resume with Sumi.
Wow, guys. Sumi really likes to yap, huh?
Yeah, can't blame her. I too have wild dreams, I guess.
It wasn't a dream.
No, she is right.
They're real to me.
All right, can we go to this
Richter would have.
We're wrapping up.
Yeah, wind down
Yeah.
to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're winding down right now. You guys will have arrived at the volcano about nightfall, and climbing over the last little hurdle, you descend onto a familiar area as you descend onto the bridge. Cat loads immediately, and everybody else will take a
Oh,
moment.
hey, there she is. Or is she not supposed to be there?
Please wait for everybody to arrive at the end of the roller coaster before you get off. Please wait for everybody to arrive at the end of the roller coaster before you get off. Refresh your foundries, because it... There you go.
Mine just loaded.
The Hive Mother killed them. I told you she was real.
Alrighty. You guys arrive at the bridge. Oh, I had the light screen up. Whoopsie daisy.
You know, I'm realizing, if there was a Lathander church that they were, or temple they were in, does that mean that they are somewhere in the sky?
Chardor, the floating city.
Yeah, no, are they like in space somewhere? Like Crafts and Terra could go there. Sumi says.
Like, what do you mean?
Like you
Didn't
could
you
go.
say it was a different dimension or something, though?
I don't know.
Are you talking about my pocket dimension?
No.
No. Chardor.
I don't know what it was. But
I
I mean,
mean-
Tazengal could reach there. Lathander obviously was present there. So doesn't that mean
Yeah.
in theory it's somehow connected to here?
Yeah, it would just be like an alternate plane.
I mean, it's not really something we can figure out, right?
I mean,
Anyway,
if
Sumi
I had
looks
the
over
resources,
across the bridge.
probably.
This is where Richter almost died.
Any Grixie?
No.
My Grixie, my blue eyes.
Blue Eyes White Dragon attacks.
I see.
Looking across the bridge, Sumi, you would see Sujir sitting up on a rock with a smile.
You watched. You know.
I do now, at least.
Which part?
Well, you yapped for like a solid... She
3.
kind of looks up at the sun. 4 to 6 hours?
She's using the word yap.
We've been using it, and I'm sure the connotation of the word is functioning.
But it's like when you mimic somebody you like.
Sure. We'll call it flattery, won't we?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Sumi.
Yeah, see?
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Sumi.
What? That does...
I've got a proposition for you. She'll kind of tap her rapier.
Oh yeah, by the way, Terra, meet Sujir. Sujir, meet Terra.
Tara will kind of give a little nod, then not quite. For what you described Sujir as, you said she was a shapeshifter, it's more Tara's taking in Sujir.
She's a
It's like-
Merilith.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Sujir will give a smile and go. Then she'll point her rapier over at Craps and go, "You still have my soul coin, yes?"
reach into my bag and be like, yeah, it's right there.
I have a proposition for you then.
Uh-huh.
I will leave you guys alone right now. Caveat, you have to best me in a fight, or at least humor me.
Uh,
I mean, I don't think we really care anymore.
wow. I can't be bothered anymore.
Her just being, I really want. I bet the look on her on
Now
So-
she's not gonna hold
Sujir's
back.
face
Now
would
she's
be
not gonna hold. Look
So
what she
what's your
did.
juice say to that?
You'll see a bit of an eye
She
twitch
says-
from Sujir, but she will hold her smile.
What do you mean? You were the one who literally would not shut up and ask her fucking questions. Why do you care if she can fucking sleep or not? If she how much she needs to eat? And now she's just like, how about a little sparring? How about a little duo? And you're over here just like,
I mean, like,
I don't really care for that.
well, no, because, like, we wanted to get rid of it, but she's like, nope, you'll keep it. And then it's, I mean, I don't really care if she listens anymore. She kind of knows everything, so, I mean, what's the point, you know?
Sure. But to find out.
I mean, I don't really care to fight her when we're gonna have to go fight Novas after.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be needing a very long rest after I'm done with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I really want to fight you. I think I want to just go talk to Novas and get that done with and go to town. I mean,
Sure.
what are you trying to get rid of your soul coin? Do you want it back?
I think
Well,
she's just, I'm gonna be honest, she's like the way she said to humor her, I think she just wants to see how we're doing. It's more of like a test.
We have to fight
And
so
plus she's
much
not in her,
though.
but also she's not even like in her full Merilith form. She's in that weird drow, whatever the fuck that is, body.
Changeling.
What are you gonna be
Changeling.
this or the other thing when we fight?
Oh, way to be on the fucking nose there. The shapeshifter in a shapeshifter form? Damn.
Yes, I thought it was quite humorous myself. I will
Yeah, I
be
guess.
in this form.
So you're just using magic and a rapier?
No, I of course had been holding back when I was fighting alongside you, so I will more so be testing the waters.
When did she fight alongside us?
In
Oh, when she
in
killed all
Vice's
those
temple initially.
cultists?
No, in Vice's temple initially, when you guys were facing off against the Earth Elemental, Richter said, "Hey, could you help out?" And that's when Sujir slipped the
Oh,
coin.
right. What? Huh? What?
Sujir did a charisma check.
Oh. To fly?
You have no idea.
I have no idea. They got a 4. Anyone else want to stare at her?
Would anybody else like to do an insight check on this?
I don't think I could
Sure,
give
why
guidance,
not?
but, you know, go ahead.
No.
Nope. Metal, you want to scan? Scanning.
Come on.
I feel like it's worse as Sumi's like, I don't want to fight. I don't really care.
Metal walks in. Metal, your sensors would immediately detect bullshit in Sujir's words. She does not want to test you at all. She is just feeling bloodthirsty and wants to do something to relieve this urge.
Malice
Does he
detected.
share that with the class?
From
She
what-
doesn't want to test us. She's just feeling bloodthirsty.
Why don't you just
Oh,
go?
boo.
Why don't you just go to the chaos fight with us and then just beat that up?
Because it's no fun fighting something already dead.
That and also like that would technically be her helping us, and she also doesn't really want to help us that closely.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
so why do you want to fight us? Just because you blood? I mean,
Yeah, sometimes
Why
you
don't you
want a
just
box.
go? Why don't you just go fight something else? I'm sure there's
I-
other demons you can go fight.
Yes,
Yeah, but
I
when
can
you
go fight, but you guys are so conveniently here. You can, of
You were
course,
sitting
refuse
on
me.
that rock. You could have been anywhere else. You can teleport.
Yes, I can teleport, but I'm still in the area.
and Sumi, saying that is like saying to you that you can shut up, you just never do.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
doesn't have to go anywhere. She has chosen to be here, just
Yeah,
like
but
how
you
have chosen.
you like
Yeah,
to like eat the things you kill, right? So why don't you just go kill
not
something you can
always.
eat?
I'm not hungry. I just want to fight. What is so difficult to understand about this? I am a
It's not
Merilith.
difficult to
I am
understand.
naturally
It's just
bloodthirsty.
annoying that you want to fight right when we're about to go fight something.
Well, I'll
Nothing's
let you.
stopping us from sleeping.
Yes, nothing is stopping you from sleeping. I'm not going to put you to an eternal rest.
I don't like
You're a little
sleeping
late
in a
for that with
volcano.
Richter.
It's hot.
Huh?
Huh?
The wrong person said, huh?
I mean,
Richter just didn't want to say anything.
I know.
she's just gonna look at the party. What, did you guys want to fight her?
I mean,
Kara will shake her head.
Yeah, I don't really want
I'm
to
tempted.
right now.
Instead, she's not gonna kill us.
So,
And what better way to test my?
your mech?
Well, it's an exosuit, not really a mech.
Uh-huh.
Not an It's not an MEC, but it's definitely it's got some things to it.
So, did you hear the talk about the book? Or were you not listening?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I was listening.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't ask.
Would you have told me if I asked?
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
But the joy of denying you is a great pleasure.
Uh-huh.
Womp.
You know, you'd think you'd be nice to us, 'cause we almost killed
Yeah.
Pandora for you.
Yeah, did you rile her up?
You did not kill Pandora, just people who happen to share your. I don't fucking know what it's called, memory, I guess. They did the dirty work.
Yeah, and we remember how the fight went, so we could do it again.
Sujiro rolls her eyes.
If you guys don't like each other, you could just do something about it, probably.
No, the only rule we do have to follow is don't kill each other.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yeah, but you
Come
said
on,
you'd
Sumi.
like spar and fight and stuff, so you just go real hard one day and then somebody else does it.
Yes, but think of it this way. You can beat the shit out of a person 1,000,000 times. If they don't see reason because they're completely insane, what's the point?
I thought you were all about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no reason to be seen. They're all insane.
Fair enough.
Their judgment is skewed and their views are wild.
Yeah. No, I get it.
The reason
Look.
the only rule is do not kill each other is because that's really inconvenient for finding more generals.
Understandable.
Anyway.
I'm up for the fight. I don't know about y'all.
Mm. Eh.
As sort of a side
Hmm?
As sort of a side comment, you'll just hear Sujir go, Judge and Barres are always doing that.
So what are you gonna do if we just don't want to fight you and you have all this bloodlust? Are you just gonna go somewhere else?
Yes.
Right, so more reason to take care of it now.
What?
Instead of letting innocence be the
I mean, I don't.
having to deal with her.
I mean, I feel like that'd be kind of low of you to just go after people who can't fight back. That would be really boring.
Where's the fun in that? I'll go
Yeah.
find some. I don't know. There are plenty of demons in hell.
Yeah. See? See? That's what I said. And you
Yeah.
said, I don't want to go fight the demons in hell because you're right here.
Yes,
I mean,
you are right here. That is why I am asking, as an offering, I will leave you alone.
yeah, come on, Sumi. Stop being culturally like rude. This is like a
What?
kind offer.
Kind? No, I'm going to make
What?
you wish you were never born.
Sujir, I
Not
think you're
exactly
doing
how it works
something
for
to
us.
him. He's weird.
I
Maybe
don't know
it's
what you're
that
talking.
egg he ate. Maybe he's weird because of that. Anyway, I guess you have fun
The
fighting.
egg, the egg I ate. I even 4.
I really don't care to fight, so have fun with that, I guess.
No, it's an unanimous agreement, so all or nothing. You don't gain anything from this other than, I guess, insight on my style, in this form at least.
Yeah, but we're really not going to be fighting that form again if it comes down to it.
Correct.
I mean, technically, unless we jump her in that form.
I don't think Sujir just sits in that form when she's not here.
Well,
No, I sit
probably.
in this form most of the time on this plane.
Isn't it like uncomfortable though to not be in your own form? Don't you feel like condensed?
I don't know. Sumi does it.
That's why
I
I'm
look at the
asking
druid.
her, because
As I
mine's
look at the
different.
druid.
Mine is different.
Mine is different.
I would say, does it feel uncomfortable not being in your own skin? But 3 of you don't have skin, so
I mean, technically, I can be in anybody's skin. I just get to be in their shape.
I don't.
horrific. I'll take 3.
Yeah, see? If I really wanted, I could just shape myself to look like these other people. It just takes a lot of time to look like that. And it's hard to keep that shape. It is possible, though.
Well, if
I
you
just
want to
choose
all
not
or
to.
nothing, you already have 2 people who said no, so.
Boo.
Oh, boo.
I mean, there's really no point for us fighting. There's only a point for you fighting.
Exactly. It's just fun. That's why I made the little offering so there'd at least be a monochrome of a reason.
This is also
Yeah,
such a
see?
bad space to fight.
What do you mean?
You
It's a
could have
bridge.
chosen any other place to fight.
No,
Well,
she
it
chose it.
seems as a rather
She knew we were
climactic
coming here.
spot, so
I
What the
I
hell
mean,
is
think
in
it's
the
a rather
back?
nice set piece.
thank you. Whatever being made this put a lot of work into making sure it looked nice.
In a lava flow.
Points at DM.
Yeah.
The DM.
That's
Good
own
deal.
ass. Oh, how'd that get there?
Obama putting a medal on himself.
Self. Oh shit.
See, Tara, she's.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm
Sumi just
willing.
shrugs.
I'm willing to fight her just because she said she won't kill us. And so far, she's
She
like, I
won't
looked at
kill
her
us.
and
She'll
raised an
just maim
eyebrow.
us. I'm okay
Honest.
with being maimed.
I eat explosive eggs. You all just ate explosive eggs.
And then I immediately slept it off.
This will be slept off.
We have a schedule to keep to.
Yeah, who says we have to fight her now? You could just say yes and then fight her next time.
Because she wants to fight
To
right
fight
now.
now.
I'm saying like IRL, like I thought that's what you meant.
No. Sumi literally means they need to get to the town and get things working on so Gale and Co don't just sit
How
in.
long do you think this fight's gonna be?
More so, it's adding an extra day to travel.
Like the 30 to an hour.
Oh, an extra day.
The beans
long have we
already
been in
added an
here?
extra day.
The beans already added an extra day. Yeah. Kara, how long have you been here? If you've been counting?
I don't mean in that sense. I mean in the sense we've been gone
Oh.
from the town.
Let's go ask Rico how long he's been gone from the town. When he fucking died.
Crafts, that's not my point.
Nah.
My point is, we were only going to be gone for about a week, going to the thing, and then going to the other thing, and then we would be taking the ship back, so they're just going to be waiting there at the port, so we should probably try and make it a little timely so we get there, we get things done, they're there, and then we go.
Bro, you're thinking too much on this. I just want to fight my optional super boss, please.
Yeah, it's
I would
You're
like
like-
some
you're
more
like-
boss music, please.
you're legit trying to like put semantics into this, and it's again not working. I don't care about semantics.
Well, I mean, does Richter want to
Metal is
fight
so down to
Sujir?
earth.
He already said no.
So you got 3 no's and 2 yeses.
What do you wait? Hold on. What do you mean 3 no's? I thought he already said no.
Richter said no. Sumi said no. Kara said no.
Kara's an NPC.
She would be part of the fight.
Okay.
Tara
I'm
would
pretty
be
sure that
so-
we would technically never be able to fight her since Kara would never want to participate. So this just means that all of this is obsolete.
You still have 2 PCs who have said no.
It's the PC vote, not the NPC vote.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm saying now. I'm willing to fight her because she says she won't kill us. We're not exactly expendable in that idea.
She
It's-
says she won't kill us. That doesn't mean I want to be maimed by her.
But
It's
again,
okay,
it's like-
Nathan. Who needs DPS, right? We got this.
I
okay,
mean,
I'm just
we-
gonna
we-
ask you. You keep bringing up the fact that this is the only reason we're doing this is because she's not gonna kill us. What other benefit does it have?
They just want a fighter to fight. I guess they have
Yeah.
bloodlust too.
fighting's fun. It's
Is
nice.
it?
And
Is
it's
it,
information gathering, and
I'm
you
just
know, I like that.
imagining-
It's not
Just
information
imagining-
gathering. We're never gonna fight that form again.
I'm just imagining fucking Metal. All right, you and me, 1-on-1, let's fight, and it just cuts to the Persona finisher.
Sumi, don't you have Sumi? You like Moonbeam, right? Information gathering.
What information gathering? We know she's a Merilith. We've seen
Now-
her Merilith form.
And
And
But if-
what?
Why
If
are
she
you
gets hit
so
by a
eager to
moonbeam-
fight? We're literally about to go to another fight. She is just in the way of that fight, wanting to make her own fight for her own bloodlust and self-importance. Let's just move on and go to the
How?
chaos fight, deal
what does
with whatever.
Moonbeam do?
Okay.
I know what Moonbeam does.
Okay.
Why don't we
Okay,
let
fine.
RNG decide
And
and
if
flip
we
a
fight,
coin?
and if we fight that, then there it is information gathering.
Alright, how about this? If you flip a coin and it lands and we all have to fight, I'm going to target you both as well.
the Moonbeam?
Okay, that's not fun. That's not fair. I mean,
What do you mean? Okay,
it's
look.
not in the spirit of RNG.
Tara will kind of speak up a little. You are using limited resources.
Exactly. I was about to say we have limited resources. I am not firing a bunch of bullets that are
Mhm.
wasted.
I'm not using any potions to heal. I
wouldn't
just
use
made
potions.
those.
Yeah, and yes, we're not going to use potions at all. Again, this doesn't feel like it brings us anything.
Ujir will kind of give a little stretch. No matter. I can go fuck off somewhere else.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Fine.
And why even have all this wine?
Why even have all the wine?
I'm gonna dump
We just
that wine
we
into the
can
lava in a
pass
second
the
here.
amulet around.
Sujir will kind of give a little laugh. You will need more than wine to sleep off what I would do, but sure, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Gonna hand her a bottle of wine as I walk past.
One bottle of wine.
Thank you, my good man.
It came out of the ground.
We have a lot of them.
I'm surprised you didn't visit the geyser
Don't
to
ask
get
why.
your own.
Damn, you're right. I should have visited.
Yeah. You were
I'm
too
pretty sure
clouded with your
I'm-
bloodlust, huh?
Yeah.
Sujir
Yeah,
will kind of
hours ago?
Sujir
That was
will
yesterday.
kind of swirl the bottle a bit, look at it, and go, "Well, thank you for the gift. Good day."
Bye.
Alrighty. With the optional boss declined, you guys will head onwards to the church ruins, and we will call it there. One moment, please, while I just pull you all over to the map so you guys can see it and remember. Here's Grixie. I always remove the NPCs, so Hera.
Yeah, there's just like rotting corpses here, huh? Anyway.
Oh yeah, because Ashana was the last one here with you guys. And with that, we'll end the session.
Weep.
No snake woman fight for us.
Until next time.
Until we meet again.